Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. Hashtag Blue.
Our sports update deliverer. The Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today. You know what, Reid? You might be on to
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Cup.
So last week we got these little dials so we could control our own headphone volume. And now I'm turning it and I'm pretending I'm a Bond villain, but Bond is connected to some little electroshock thing where he's in a pain chair and I can turn it up and down. So, Mr. Bond, when will your colleagues arrive? Yeah. See, and then I turn it up and then he gets all shocked and then I'll make him talk. That's what I was thinking of. That's how my mind works, everybody.
You'll never make me talk.
Do you remember did you watch Casino Royale?
Sure haven't.
Do you remember how, okay, so Le Chiffre is the bad guy. And you know how he tortures James Bond near the beginning of the end of the film?
Waterboarding.
No. So in the book is different. In the book, he strips Bond naked, cuts a hole in the bottom of a chair, and has like some sort of long paddle that he holds under the chair, and then he flicks it upward, hitting a very sensitive male area on Mr. Bond.
Seriously?
In the movie,
wait.
that's how he tortures him.
Can we just time out?
Yes.
20 second. That is weird.
Yeah. Well,
Is that...
but in the movie, they changed it so he still strips him naked.
You don't say.
He cuts out the bottom of the chair and sits him in the chair so his parts would be hanging down. And he has a rope tied in a knot and he slings the rope under the chair.
Gosh.
But to me, the paddle would make more sense because it would...
Yeah, but if that rope makes proper contact...
Yeah, I guess somehow he'd perfected this.
Deliver a better blow.
But as he's torturing Bond like yells out in pain, and then he starts, laughing and egging Le Chiffre on. And then at one point he goes, "What do you find so funny, Mr. Bond?" And he's like, "The whole world's going to know you died scratching my balls." Because Bond starts saying, sorry for the language, everybody. But look, we've all seen the movie. So, yeah, because at one point Bond goes like, "Oh, you missed the spot. I got a little itch over there. You missed it, a little to the left."
Jeez.
So then he hits him, and then Bond says, like, "Everybody's going to know you died scratching my area." So anyway, a bit of a trip down cinematic memory lane.
Scratch that one off the Milne family movie watch list for Friday night. We are not watching Casino Royale.
Why not?
I don't know. That seems weird. That whole, that's an odd torture move. If that's your go-to for torture, I got questions for you.
Well, I don't know why they wouldn't. Like, the paddle made more sense than trying to hit.
Why don't you just shoot him with a pellet gun?
Down there?
No.
Oh.
Just, one off the chest, one off the shoulder, maybe a thigh.
Well,
that would hurt.
It's a movie. He's got to be a diabolical villain who's done something.
Oh, that's diabolical.
But then Le Chiffre does get killed in that scene because there's Spectre or Smersh or somebody's out to get him because he lost all his money. And they also changed that in the book. They play Baccarat, and that's how Bond beats them. And in the movie, because this was, how old is that movie now? Almost 15 years. Poker was Texas Hold'em. So it's Bond, Le Chiffre, and two other guys. And they all have improbable, once-in-a-lifetime hands.
Of course.
Like the first guy shows his cards. It's like, oh, my God. Then the next guy shows his cards. Oh, my God. And then Le Chiffre shows his cards, and it's like, I think he had a full house, like eights over kings or something like that. And then Bond flips his up, and he has a straight flush.
Ooh.
But in Bond's head, he had something like a four of clubs and an 8 of clubs. And then in the flop, he got the 5, 6, and 9 or something like that to get a straight flush. But Baccarat is interesting because, as you know, with Baccarat, it's the second digit. If you
I'm not familiar with Baccarat.
Okay, so Baccarat, the goal is to get 9.
Yes.
But you
is that
drop
dealer
the
banker?
10s. Okay, there's dealer banker.
Yeah.
Where you're just betting is the dealer or the banker going to win. But there's also heads up Baccarat where you and I would play each other, or one person would play the entire table, right? Head to head. So Bond and LeChiffre in the book are playing, and the way baccarat works is if you have an 8 and a 6, you have 4. You drop the 10s, and you want to get 9. So if you have 2 face cards or a 10 and a king, you have 0.
0.
And I can't remember exactly how it worked, but LeChiffre, and I think the way it works, like they saw one of the persons or Bond had to keep a card face down, and I can't remember, but LeChiffre hit and got 8 or 18, so he had 8, and Bond was showing like a king or something like that, and took a card and got a 9. So LeChiffre thought he's screwed. He wrapped around like he went from 4 to 3, and then Bond flipped up his card and he had another king or something. So he had 0 and then got the 9 to win 9-8. That's how he bankrupts him in the book. If anybody remembers that, you can put in the whole thing.
Do you think LeChiffre wanted to switch with Bond and maybe have Bond torture him in that manner?
It was some kink.
Wow, it seems like this is a strange dude. I'm just going to say.
And he
seems into that.
He cried blood.
If I was going to torture someone, that would be, I wouldn't go there. You know what I mean?
Casino Dealer Jay, the perfect person to have in the Nasty Chat. Yes, that version of Baccarat is called Chemin de Fer. I think I called it Heads Up, but I don't think that's what it's called. But it's basically, it's basically 1v1, right? Or player versus player.
But there's no skill involved.
Just knowing percentages and having,
like, you can hold on
having
6.
the fortitude to hit or not hit.
Maybe we should
learn Chemin de Fer. Can Casino Dealer Jay come in? That would be a great team building activity.
Yes.
That he would teach us how to play Chemin de Fer Baccarat.
Play money, of course.
Yes, we would use play money at first until those of us who really wanted to get into it.
Honey, I bet Cooper the Corgi again.
That's outstanding. How you doing, everybody? He's Jay Milne. I'm Reid WIlkins. This is Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. We're with you until 6 o'clock today. Tyson Barrie is going to join us in the 5 o'clock hour. Former NHL defenseman, former Oilers defenseman, now involved in some other business ventures, which are going to bring him to Edmonton on the weekend. So we'll catch up with that and probably get some thoughts on the current Oilers team as well. Ben Thompson is filling in for the Coop today at the technical desk. Ben, how are you?
I'm great, Reid. How are you?
Did any of the James Bond talk make sense to you? Do you even know who the character is?
I know who James Bond is.
Did you know there's a series of books?
I only thought there were movies.
No, there are books written by Ian Fleming. Go quiz your dad on that tonight. See if he knows that.
I'm pretty sure he does.
He might be listening already.
Yeah.
I've read about half the Bond books. I should finish reading them. Some of them are quite good.
Yeah, I've never been a book guy, but like also, I don't know.
That's very general. I ain't never been in that book learning.
Or a Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
What's Diary? Oh, that's the book. You read, well, so if you read Diary of a Wimpy Kid, that's good. Is that a book or a comic or a graphic novel?
Like kind of a comic.
For kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter, you're not still reading.
No.
Okay, good.
That was my favorite.
Is he
book
aged out?
Yeah.
Would you still be intrigued at an Archie?
Not anymore. But like when I was a kid, yeah.
You a big Archie guy, Reid?
I used to read Archie when I was a kid.
Yeah, my
I probably
daughter's
have
into
some in a
Archie.
box somewhere.
Yeah. She sold all her Archie collection at the garage sale.
Did they actually sell?
Oh, they went.
Oh, good.
They went fast.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe she sold a collectible.
Yeah, you never know. Well, we've talked about trying to value and
just get
comics and all that kind of stuff. It's tough. Anyway, this is Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Reid WIlkins Show with Jay Milne. And we're with you until 6 o'clock. Tyson Barrie will be on the show. Damon Bunting with Buying or Selling is going to be in person today. Always great to talk sports with Damon Bunting. And he always is involved in some great things in the community. So he'll update us on that as well. And dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You have it ready to go. He's giving away, is it 2 tickets? Do we know how many tickets?
I believe it's a pair of tickets.
Pair of tickets to the Oilers game on Monday against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So that'll be exciting. We'll do a little bit of trivia for that. The Oilers don't play again until Saturday at 8 when they host the Colorado Avalanche. So that'll be a 7 o'clock GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola on Saturday. The Oilers are doing team building in Dallas today and are flying back tomorrow.
Sorry.
A little bit different. They do have time off. But interesting that it doesn't appear, at least the word I got is they're not skating today, neither today nor tomorrow. Team building day off / team building today, travel day tomorrow.
I wonder what team building consists of.
Well, I saw Curtis Lazar posted a picture on Instagram of he and Jake Wallman apparently at a card and collectible store in Dallas. You saw that too, Benny?
I did.
So maybe it's just go and do whatever you want.
Maybe.
But
Maybe it's like,
I don't know.
hey, we're going to pull numbers out of a hat, and the number you pull, you have to find something out about that interests that teammate, and they
Well,
have to
could be.
find something that interests you.
Maybe.
did you ever do something like that?
No,
Okay.
Really?
no.
But it is a good idea, though.
I loved it on my hockey team.
Team
growing
building
up.
for us was going to White Ave.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
but that was not a formal
Well,
activity.
it
wasn't.
wasn't formal, but it was encouraged
Yeah.
to stay as a group and be together and
Right.
take care of each other.
No, but there must have been players on your team because you were comfortable having a beer or something in university.
Yeah,
There must have been some players for health or religious or upbringing reasons maybe didn't partake. Was that okay?
Oh yeah, we had a ton of Mormons
okay.
on our team. That
So there
didn't-
wasn't peer pressure to do
gosh,
that
no.
stuff.
No,
but
no,
it was encouraged. Hey, we should go out together.
Well,
and-
sometimes they'd come out. They'd make an appearance, say hello, and then they'd go on their separate ways.
okay.
But yeah, no, there was never any pressure. Not like that.
Right.
Hey, you got to come to the bar.
Right.
That's pretty lame.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but I
and,
mean-
and at that point in your life, you are adult. You might have school responsibilities,
Yeah.
girlfriends, spouses.
Well,
Did you have any married teammates when you played?
Oh yes. Yeah, Andrew Ginther was married.
Okay.
Star wide receiver.
And he
He had a son too.
he must have been in his 20s by then, but still relatively young.
Very young.
Yeah.
Yeah. His son Tristan is now like a star wide receiver for the Saskatoon Hilltops.
Oh, no way.
Go figure. Who are playing in the national championship against the Okanagan Sun.
Is that this weekend?
Yes, it is.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Hilltop's doing well again. Imagine that.
Ugh. Stop.
All right. We have plenty of Oilers discussion to have with you today. They blew it again last night, leaving a lot to be desired in a lot of different areas. Well, we are going to look at a couple amazing plays, I think, anyway, that Leon Draisaitl made in the game. We want to look at some positive things that the Oilers did as well. I thought Leon scored a spectacular goal. I think Gager thought it was a bad goal, the sharp angle goal. I think that's still a great shot to have the confidence and finish from there. And the shootout goal was something. And yeah, well, we'll talk about that more a little bit later on. Like I said, Tyson Barrie's going to be on the show, so that'll be cool to catch up with him. Definitely a unique. Well, I don't want to make him sound like but I think he's a funny guy. I mean, you're going to ask him about his retirement tweet.
Well, it might be one of
it's
the all-time
hilarious.
greatest retirement, notes, not speech, but it was put to text.
Right.
Just very self-aware and hilarious. So I want to ask him about that because I just thought that's a cool way to go out.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll bring that up for sure.
And he would have been on the Oilers. I don't know if I ever scrummed him because he was in the Zoom era.
Oh,
Maybe the year he got traded, we were back in the dressing room. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's a bit all a bit
makes
of
sense.
blur to me, but certainly when they signed him and they had him, it was all stuff over Zoom. So that'll be good to catch up with him. 780-218-9999 is how you can text the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Home of the Kitchen Restaurant, Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. That's available Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. You can email Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com, Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com. If you're taking us in on the audio streams, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, we thank you for doing that. Remind, poke, tell people in your life, hey, this is how you get Edmonton Sports Talk. This is how you find these guys. They're talking sports all day. And, of course, the Nielsen Show, 6 to 9 a.m. every morning, is also on 95.7 Cruise FM. We have a video component to the stream that is found on YouTube. Edmonton Sports Talk is the channel. Please subscribe to it. And if you are taking in our show this afternoon, click that thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Reid.
Yes.
Rob from the Grove's in the chat.
Oh, because he's been away or something.
Yes. Welcome back, Rob from the Grove.
Yeah.
We missed you. We always see you saying episode number da-da-da.
Yeah.
Today it's 284. We've done 284 shows together, buddy.
We have not. We've probably done about 240 shows together because we've been off. Sometimes.
Don't do it. The Reid WIlkins Show with Jay Milne has aired 284 times.
Yeah, you've probably done more shows than I have
How could that be possible?
because I have more holidays.
No big deal.
I'm older. I could bank them up. I'm very tired.
I'm just happy
And I had
that
my eye taken out that one day.
I'm just happy I'm off probation, Reid.
That was.
Can I say something before we continue?
Yes, of course.
I want to wish a very happy birthday to a very special woman in my life. My mother, Pearl Milne. It is your 48th birthday.
Happy birthday, Pearl.
Happy birthday, Pearl.
She enjoys the word of the day, does she not?
Happy birthday, Mom. I don't like when kids call their parents by their first name.
Oh, really? I call my dad Bob quite a bit.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's always Mom and Dad for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would feel weird if my daughter called me Jay.
Okay,
Like,
but if she was 51,
who the heck do you think you're talking to?
I don't call my dad all the time, but I'll be like, Bob, what's going on?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, Bobby. Like, my dad will be, his name's Bob as well. I'll sometimes say Bobby.
Right.
But happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday. That's really cool. All right, we have to get to the afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today.
This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. That 2-goal lead sure is a bugaboo for the Oilers. It's like finding...
Chet, you want to start over?
Yeah, thanks, Reid. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. That 2-goal lead sure is a bugaboo for the Oilers. It's like
I told Jay yesterday. I'm at the point with Chet Palmer. The only point now of Chet Palmer is to see if I can make Jay laugh, and I know this one is going to make him laugh. Or sorry, Chet knows. Yeah, I got to compose myself. Hang on. Okay.
This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. That 2-goal lead sure is a bugaboo for the Oilers. It's like finding a dead skunk in your garage. You can bury the body, but that smell is going to stick with you. The colorful football team in Ottawa grabs Dinwiddie as head coach and GM. Is Chad Kelly going to follow? Hey, Argos, you're going to need a bigger boat. And if you're looking for a reason to go to bed early, the Flames host Columbus tonight. I'm Chet Palmer.
Oh my God. It's like finding a dead skunk in your garage. You can bury the body, but that smell is going to stick with you. I thought you would like that one.
The bugaboo.
Oh, you do like just bugaboo.
Bugaboo.
I already had you at bugaboo.
You had me at bugaboo.
Okay.
Imaginary source of fear or something that causes worry and distress.
Well, that would fit the bill.
But in Chet saying bugaboo is funny.
Well, I think it's going to be one of his words now. What else does he have? That Bouchard boy?
The Bouchard boy. The It boy?
The It boy. Isn't Ike Howard, is he the college boy? Or the college kid?
Hey, what was the word of the day yesterday that meant to repeat?
Symbiase? Something like that? I don't know. No, I can't remember. What?
I love having fun on this show.
Well, it's better than sitting around moaning all day.
Yeah.
Well, unless you work at a moan factory.
What is happening?
Give us a thumbs up on
Ingeminate.
YouTube.
So Chet ingeminated himself.
Right. Yeah, he had to start over.
Oh, man. Sure is fun working with you, Reid.
You as well. It's a good environment. Our off-topic topic is presented by William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. The off-topic topic was thought of by Benny a few days ago. Sometimes if someone gets a good idea, we write it down and save it and pull it out on a good day to do it. So that's what we're doing today. The idea is for the off-topic topic, what is your favorite store in which to browse? Preferably for a long time and perhaps not even to buy anything. just a store in which you like to browse, or you could spend hours browsing. Maybe you buy something, but you don't. It's not like you're going there to buy 50 things. You might browse and just, this is so cool just being in here. Couple come to mind for me.
Yeah.
One of them probably will not surprise you. It's in Benny's hometown of St. Albert. Good old Mission Fun and Games, the board game store.
I drove past that.
I could
last
spend
weekend.
I could spend hours in there.
That's right on the main drag, right?
Yes, though I do often wind up spending too much money there when I go. The other one is now defunct.
Uh-oh.
A&B Sound in the heyday of like the late 90s, early 2000s. CDs, DVDs, just fun stuff. You could spend a long time in there, and then maybe you just get your one CD or one DVD after you've been in there for a couple hours. That was a good one.
Yeah. Immediately what came to mind for me was an antique store. I'm a sucker for an antique store or like a buy and sell, like a swap meet. Like there's a place out east of Edmonton. Oh shoot, what's that?
Well,
Ross
the one
Creek.
in Lavoie?
No, Ross
okay.
Creek has a. They have a whole bunch of exhibitors set up there.
Okay.
And you got the record guy, you got the toys guy, you got the video guy, and you just walk booth to booth. It's really cool. So that's one naturally that. I think antique store. What was the other one? I just. Sports memorabilia. But that would be
that would be a good one too. Yeah.
that would be dangerous.
Well, actually, Wayne Sports Cards.
Wayne Sports Cards, yeah, like that.
We could have
kinda-
Wayne on the show again. Yeah.
We should.
Because he moved a couple of weeks or a few weeks ago, I guess.
We should have him on. That'd be a great guest. He could talk about the move and all. But yeah, sports memorabilia. When we were in San Francisco, there's a place right on Fisherman's Wharf. It's 2 stories. It's massive. This sports memorabilia store. I must have spent 2 hours in there. It's just incredible because they had every team. You know, I'm a Washington guy, so there was a whole section of stuff. So it was good.
Now,
I did end up buying.
I think he's still in the same general area, is he not?
Yes.
Like same.
He's right
is
beside the
parking
Italian
lot?
Center now.
Right. So he's kind of the other side of that parking lot.
Yeah,
sort of.
bigger and better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I've interviewed Wayne several times. Didn't you have him on once when I was away too? I think
Maddie and I
came
did
in.
because it was you weren't here for National Hockey Card Day.
Correct.
That's right. That's when we had him on.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
Lovely.
what's a place you could browse in for hours? What are we getting here? Princess Auto has a couple of early
Yeah,
votes.
that's
interesting.
Good.
Okay.
But that's dangerous because you know you're going to find something you're going to buy, unless you're. But the good news with Princess Auto, it's generally quite affordable.
Wouldn't that be where Jasmine shops?
Different kind of Princess Auto. PV Mart, supersized Indiana Jones. Yeah, PV Mart, but our PV Mart went out of business.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's too bad.
All right. So your favorite place? Oh, Blackbird Music. Somebody said that's on White, isn't it? I think so.
Waddy and Cloverdale. I could spend all day browsing in pro hockey life.
Oh, interesting.
Good
Okay.
store.
That's mine.
That'd be yours, Ben?
Yeah.
That's what you thought of?
Yep.
Smith TM14 says seeking out DVDs and Blu-rays at Value Village / Goodwill.
Oh, no way. Okay. That's a good one.
Collingwood Rob. I think this is a good one too. This one resonates for sure with pretty much every one of our listeners is Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
I mean, you could find anything. You didn't know you need that
You might.
25-piece ratchet
But
set?
you did.
Maybe you do.
Maybe you do.
Maybe
Yeah.
you do. It's in the sale bin.
All right, so that'll be a fun off-topic topic to keep us going throughout the show. Post in the Nasty Chat or text us at 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We're going to have Fired Up for Gemco, in-depth conversation about several aspects of the Oilers game last night and throughout the course of the season. Tyson Barrie coming up at about 20 after 5 this afternoon. Here's Ben with your sports update.
NHL action continues tonight with the Mammoth in Toronto to take on the Leafs. The Blues going up against the Capitals and the Blue Jackets meeting the Flames just down Highway 2. Connor Bedard returns home as the Blackhawks visit the Canucks in Vancouver, and the Sharks square off with the Kraken. In Pittsburgh, the Penguins announced 3 long-term injuries. Tristan Jarry and Noel Achari are expected to miss at least 3 weeks, while Justin Brazeau will be out for a minimum of 4. Pittsburgh currently sits tied for 3rd place in the NHL. To the hardwood, the NBA season keeps rolling with the Timberwolves and Knicks tipping off. The Spurs taking on the Lakers, and the defending champion OKC Thunder are in Portland to battle the Trailblazers, with the Warriors and Kings closing out the night. And in the CFL, the Ottawa Redblacks named Ryan Dinwiddie as coach and GM, signing his contract through 2028. More of the Reid. Sorry, hold on. The Advantage Sports Medicine Physiotherapy is this sports update. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game at Advantage Sports Medicine. Call 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportsmed.ca to book an appointment today. The Reid WIlkins Show continues on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
Connor McDavid will score less than 30 goals. Hired or fired?
Hire it.
Can you believe we're saying this?
He doesn't shoot, man.
He's got 3. He scored 2 in one game.
Yeah, but he can do it in bunches. I'm going to fire it because it's Connor McDavid. I'm going to fire it.
Are you doing the walk again? I love this Hernan walk.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
Summer was packed with memories.
Wait, let me get a picture.
Your garage doesn't have to be.
Wow, look at all this space.
Store your gear with Sentinel Storage and enjoy extra space all year. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. We are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Enter for a trip for 2 to Super Bowl 60 plus weekly prizes and $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. You ever been to the Super Bowl?
No.
Would you go?
Yeah.
Who would you take?
My wife. Be fun.
Would you go if the Commanders weren't in it?
On my own accord without winning a free trip there?
Yes.
No.
What if you won tickets to the Super Bowl and the Commanders weren't in it? Would you try to sell them?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Maybe it would depend what city it's in too.
Maybe, yeah. That would have to come into play for sure.
Or I guess if you were in that city coincidentally, and then the morning of the Super Bowl you won tickets, you'd probably go. That'd be a weird situation, though. Probably unlikely.
Highly.
Oilers lost last night to the Dallas Stars. I don't know if people are aware of that. Can also tell you, no, I'm not talking about Monday's game. I'm trying because some people might be like, "Oh, Reid's confused. He doesn't realize they played last night too." But no, they had a 2-goal lead against Dallas and didn't win. So they did get a point last night because they had a 2-goal lead against St. Louis, right, and didn't win. Same different way to get there last night, but same sort of end result. They did not get the 2 points. Am I overstating it? That maybe not easily, but should have been a 4-point back-to-back?
Well, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Or better teams make that a 4-point back-to-back?
I think teams that are more cohesive and team-like get 4 points out of that.
Yeah, make sure to get the job done.
Teams with the ability to finish and not take the foot off the gas, they get 4 points.
So last night I was watching SC with Jay Onright, and he has Craig Button on the show. And Craig Button's also on our station once a week on the Nielsen Show. And Jay Onright says, "Hey, Craig, I'm going to read you a tweet from a longtime Edmonton media member. You and I both know him. He says, Oilers long way from playing a complete game, starting to wonder if they are capable." What do you think, Craig? Who do you think tweeted that? Reid Wilkins. Jay Onright's coming to me for content.
I don't blame him.
He wouldn't name me, though. I guess he named me a couple weeks ago. He didn't want to do it again.
I don't blame him. Maybe he doesn't want to get your ego too big.
Yeah.
But you know.
I know. It's me.
Now everybody knows.
Plus, he texted me ahead of time. He's like, "Hey, I'm referencing." He was like, "I'm going to reference your tweet on my show." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "But I'm not going to use your name." I'm like, "Okay. But I'm not going to tell you what to put on your show."
Yeah, that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
What did Craig Button have to say about that question?
Craig Button's doesn't think the Oilers are very good.
He agrees with you.
He generally agrees with me, yes. We'll see. They got to do a lot of things better. Yes, Hyman will help. Like I keep saying that, but will Hyman help a ton? We'll see. We do want to get fired up here because we want to touch on all aspects of the game, and there were a couple great moments for the Oilers. Fired up for Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years, the authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Now, we have some video for this, so if you're on YouTube, you can watch along. If you're not on, and we realize a lot of you aren't on YouTube, we'll talk you through the video. Maybe you've seen this if you watched the game or saw highlights since then. It's Leon Draisaitl's shootout goal. And I got to say, I found this super impressive. Oh. And I know he's not the first person to pull off this move. I know that. Ben, you can roll whenever you want. So this is Draisaitl takes the puck in, goes toward the right side, cuts into the middle, forehand, backhand, reaches across, one hand on the stick on the backhand. DeSmith stretches out his leg, and Draisaitl taps the puck past his skate before DeSmith gets all the way across. And what's another element to this goal is that for some reason, and I don't know if I've ever seen Sportsnet do this, they went to an ice level camera because they usually allow a camera person out on the ice, like they kind of have the carpet out, like for the anthem thing, or have them out a little ways. So they went to an ice level shot. Well, that's kind of somebody sticking out of the penalty box from behind of Draisaitl moving in. And when they went to that angle, I was like, are they going to cut away to the quote unquote normal angle? Yeah. And then live to see it from that angle. I mean, if you didn't know better, you might say someone scripted it. I'm joking, everybody, but I just find this to be such an impressive move. And
look at the extension.
Reaching back, and he's moving away. He's moving to his left, and he reaches back to his right and still has enough control of the puck to put it in one-handed.
Like, that's got to be about, 6 feet, 7
probably.
feet of reach? And then to be able to tap it over the goal line?
Right.
Just incredible. It's quite remarkable that Casey DeSmith almost came back and saved it.
Yeah. So what? No, somebody you were watching with said what about this goal? You don't have to identify that person if you'd rather not.
No, my wife, she said that she didn't think he meant to do that he kind of lost control and then was like, oh, I think I got it, and tapped it in because it was such an impressive move. You know, she didn't think, oh, well, how could you possibly script that in your mind to say you're going to use that as a move? It's incredible.
I think he meant to do it as he was doing it. I don't think that was his move.
Like when he was
coming in from the center, I think he thought, I'm going to probably come in on the right side, draw him across, and then flick it when I see the opening. Maybe on his blocker, maybe between the legs. But then when he's reaching back and going to one hand, he's planning that. Like it's a split-second plan.
Split-second.
But that's not an accident. That's an elite level adjustment, I think. Like that was a marvelous goal. And it's too bad. And this is the thing, Jay. Like we sometimes we try to say, okay, what are some things to talk about in that game? So you and I didn't want to be like, well, let's ignore a great play because the Oilers didn't get the 2 points. We still wanted to say that's a remarkable play. That's a high level, elite, whatever you want to call it, special shootout move. Even if he's doing it spur of the moment, to me that makes it even more impressive. It's like a receiver. Well, he was going to, he'd like to catch it two-handed, but then at the last minute, you got to adjust sometimes and catch it one-handed. That was just crazy good.
Well, and if you exclude what you said about the power play, if you exclude that you say that it was in a shootout, and you just said that was Draisaitl made an elite goal scorer's goal, and didn't say that the shootout, you wouldn't know which goal of that game that Leon Draisaitl had that you were talking about.
True.
Because the other one was very impressive as well. I mean, almost from the goal line, Reid.
Well, his feet were below the icing line. He scored that one in Ottawa. That was from a pretty sharp angle during the 56 game season. That one is comparable to that.
Yeah.
Where he was, and I know Gager's our ex-goalie. I think he said it was a bad goal, right?
The one from the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said it was like Hernan proposed it in the question of, was it a great goal or bad goaltending? I personally side with it being a great goal.
I do too, because you still have to hit the net from there.
Yes.
And you still have to shoot it hard enough that if it hits the goalie, it goes in.
And you have to place it properly.
Right.
Like, that went between his arm and above his pad.
Yeah, there's still, a lot of Leon's goals from the sharper angles might go in off the goalie. Rob Brown used to make a great point about one-timers. He says a lot of guys will miss is because they try to cut it too close. The point of a one-timer is you're getting it off quick.
Yeah.
So if it aim for the middle of the net, and if the goalie's not there, so if he's only partially of the way there, it might still go off him and go in. And look, I know the flip side to that, if Skinner or Pickard let in that goal, people would probably be all over him. I get it. That's the nature of competitive sports, is every good play might have a negative play by somebody else. But still, I just think the wherewithal to try that shot, the confidence and the power in your shot to get it there. And it's not new with Draisaitl. It's just that was such a lower angle, a sharper angle than he usually shoots from.
What I liked about that goal so much, he said it's not new for Draisaitl, but that's new for Roslovic. And Roslovic fed Draisaitl knowing damn well that, okay, he's going to shoot this puck. He teed it up for him perfectly for a new guy to come in and go, okay, I've seen highlights of this. Connor feeds me this puck. I'm firing it right to Leon.
Yeah.
One touch pass, tic-tac-toe, and Draisaitl buries it. I think that was even another factor to it too. Is Roslovic knew that Draisaitl has capabilities to score from that angle, which is just ridiculous to think about.
Well, that's a good point to have somebody that new to the team.
Yeah.
But that's what, Reid, you've talked about this all year, that yes, they can change the power play and they can tweak things, but Leon Draisaitl on a one-timer from that spot is not going anywhere. And last night shows you why.
Yep.
Now, I will say this. You and I and Benny can sit here and say that was an elite goal scorer's shot or goal.
Right.
But if you flip that around and that goal came on the Oilers, you'd say, how do they not stop that?
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So you just have to also appreciate, and I said this earlier on the Oil stream, you got to appreciate that goal scorers can score. They are very good. That Robertson goal in the shootout was a thing of beauty.
Yep.
That was roofed. That was gone. and what Leon did earlier in the game and then in the shootout, that's just hockey players at an elite level scoring goals.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was an incredible goal. And I saw it live, and then I saw the replay, and even then I was like, oh my God, like look where he is.
Reid, do you think you could score that goal from that angle in one puck out of 20? I mean, and you're
not
taking
even
your
one
time.
With no goalie.
With no goalie. You're just taking your time from, 6 inches off the icing line.
Yeah, probably not, because I never play hockey. Maybe I could pass one in. Like if you passed it to me and I could stop it,
right,
and I could guide
Dust
it
it
in,
off.
maybe hit the far post, maybe.
I mean,
1 out of 20, maybe.
And not to mention, this is fast paced. This was a bang, bang, bang play,
all in one motion,
all in a one timer that he put it away. I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah,
just to be able to view that and be, as an Oilers fan on that side of it.
Yeah, so fired up about the Draisaitl goals last night, one on the power play and one in a shootout. But the result really doesn't have anybody fired up. We're going to discuss that. I want to break down a couple of comments from Chris Knobloch after the game. Jay's play of the day is coming up. It's a beauty, everybody. It is a beauty. But first, Ben.
NHL action rolls on tonight with the Mammoth in Toronto to face the Leafs, the Blues clashing with the Capitals, and the Blue Jackets taking on the Flames just down Highway 2. Connor Bedard returns home as the Blackhawks visit the Canucks in Vancouver while the Sharks battle the Kraken. In Pittsburgh, the Penguins announced 3 long-term injuries. Tristan Jarry and Noel Achari will both miss at least 3 weeks, and Justin Brazeau is sidelined for a minimum of 4 weeks. The Penguins currently sit tied for 3rd place in the NHL. To the hardwood, the NBA season continues with the Timberwolves and Knicks tipping off, the Spurs facing the Lakers, and the defending champion OKC Thunder in Portland to meet the Trailblazers, while the Warriors and the Kings wrap up the night. And in the CFL, the Ottawa Red Blacks have named Ryan Dinwiddie as their new head coach and general manager, signing him to a contract through 2028. The sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Looking for quality flooring? Visit Paramount Flooring's spacious, family-friendly showroom, open 7 days a week. Save now on pet-friendly Shaw carpet and spill-proof technology. Call 780-483-1991 and mention EST for a 10% discount. The Reid WIlkins Show continues on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
The oil stream.
Well, this one comes in from Matthew Awanek Fan Club. Frederick has no boots right now. High ankle sprains take about a year, so they say. I wouldn't expect him to look good until the spring.
I wouldn't give him that much leeway, and I go off of what Belzy and Matt Cassian tell me with their high ankle sprains. Trent Frederick shouldn't be using that as an excuse unless he re-aggravated it.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses. Because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Reid WIlkins. Oh, there's the music. Benny's not sure how to cue the band when he's filling in for Coob. The band was like, what's he pointing at us for? Coob has his own set of signals. Oilers don't play again until Saturday when they host the Colorado Avalanche. They did stay in Dallas today for some team-building activities. The broadcasters appear to have a good day. Saw Jack and Louie post on Instagram that they're out golfing at a Dallas or Dallas area course. So travel day will be tomorrow, so I assume practice Friday and then the game on Saturday. You can text the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999. It's presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks. That's available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m.
This one came in from Pizza Boy. Guys, there is a deeper conversation to be had here. This team looks broken, unmotivated, and lacking hope. When they lost to Florida the first time, they came back from 3-0 and lost the close game 7. They came back last year with a perceived better roster and most importantly, hope. This year, they lost a lot of leadership and experience and quite frankly, look broken. Am I crazy?
Well, I don't know if you're crazy or not. I don't think that that's a crazy comment. I don't think they are broken. I think they miss... Quite frankly, I think they miss Corey Perry a lot because he played with attitude. He has experience. He played with swagger. He played with grit. He played with, quite frankly, dirtiness sometimes, and he scored 19 goals. And I can't remember what he got to in the playoffs, but he made some good plays in the playoffs as well. I think they miss that. I mean, you could maybe argue they miss Evander Kane too for a little bit of the intimidation and toughness. So I think, and this is what I was worried about, replacing some of the goals from last year, some of the experience. I would hesitate to say that they are broken. I wouldn't say that they're like finished as a core group because they lost 2 Stanley Cup finals, but I think they are, as we've said, lacking some emotion, though they had some couple moments last night where they showed some emotion. Again, I'm going to keep harping on these 2 things. The roster is not as good as last year. And quite frankly, there's probably a wider gap than I thought there would be. And then I also think some key players have been underperforming. So that's a bad combination. They've played 15 games. They've only won 6 of them. That's not good. They've only won 4 in regulation time. On only 11, only 4 times in 15 games has the opponent gone home empty-handed against the Oilers because the Oilers have a couple of overtime wins. So in 11 of 15 games, the opponent has got 1 or 2 points against Edmonton. But no, I would hesitate to say that they are completely broken. I mean, maybe I'll be proven to be wrong, but I don't think that that's their makeup necessarily. I just think that they got some flaws in the roster, and they have some players who haven't been doing what we've been accustomed to them doing in the past. What do you think? Do you think they're broken?
I still am holding out hope for this roster. But I do feel there is a disconnection. I wouldn't say broken sounds pretty harsh, because broken is something that can't be fixed, in my opinion.
Right.
Disconnection, and I do have to question the leadership of this team. How are they leading this team currently? Because that is 6 games, Reid. 6 of the 15 games, they've had 2-goal leads evaporate and turn into a loss. That's not good. That
It's been that many already that they've lost. Calgary, the last
that
2
they've
games.
given up. Like they had
because
a 2-goal
Montreal,
lead.
they were up 3-1, wound up winning the game, but they did fall behind, yeah.
But to me, that's not having the finishing touch, the ability to put the hammer down and to say, okay, it's 3-1, let's make it 6-1.
Yeah.
And not rest on your laurels, so to say, and just play, somewhat of a prevent style game.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. You have to keep that edge. So to me, this team has a lot of younger players. I'm not expecting Matt Savoy to carry that weight. I'm not expecting Ike Howard. I'm not expecting Trent Frederick to do that. And for that matter, I'm not expecting Andrew Mangiapane to do it. He's new here as well. That leadership group, the core of that team, needs to be the guys that step up and say and lead by example. Now, I will say when they went up 3-1, I did see Connor McDavid celebrate.
Right.
That tickled my heart. But you know what else I knew? I knew at that moment that Jay's play of the day was going to hit. Because Jay's play of the day was finished with the touches from Nugent Hopkins, got a point on that. But now I needed to get 2 more goals for it to hit. And having the Oilers in a 3-1 advantage made me very confident that Dallas was going to be able to get another goal or 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, it's a high-scoring era in the NHL, relatively speaking. There are a lot of great offensive players. A 2-goal lead is often erased. So, but it's just the feeling that maybe the Oilers teams of the past 2, 3, even 4 years, if they were up 3-1 on the road halfway through the third period or 8 minutes into the third period, you would have felt like, okay, it's something unusual has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, Dallas gets back to 3-2 less than a minute later. So you don't even get to play with a 2-goal lead. You didn't even make Dallas feel the stress of being down 2, right? Because look, I would think so. McDavid scored 7:51 into the third, so 12:09 remaining.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a decent amount of time, but still, if you're the Dallas Stars, every shift that goes by, where you're still down 2, it's starting to tighten up.
Yes.
You're feeling like, okay, first, okay, we got 12 minutes. And then it's like, we got 10. And then all of a sudden, instead, they got right back within 1. Now it's like, well, heck, we got half the period to get 1, and we're going to get to pull our goalie. And they tied it up, obviously, long before they needed to pull the goalie. So, yeah, they're just not, they're not complete. They're not, by that I mean they're not thorough. They're not just really pushing it. They're not really pushing it and getting the goals that they need offensively. And they're certainly not locking it down defensively. When the time is there where it's, okay, we can't give one up. We can't give up a chance. They're not able to do that. But yeah, good point. I don't think they're broken, but I don't think that they're feeling as confident as they have in the past either.
I think this is a great way to summarize, my thoughts for sure. And I think you agree with what I said. But Mex in the chat says the leadership of this team is treating the regular season like a chore, and it's contagious. That's a good way to say that. It's contagious, because that lack of give a damn, that lack of finishing a game off, if that's not handled by the top players on this team, the leadership of this team, the core, the guys that everybody's looking up to, how can you expect younger players to take that on?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. And what are you playing for? It's a team game, and of course you play for your teammates, but you also have to find that personal motivation. And let's put it this way. Jack Roslovic is playing like a guy who was close to not having a job this year. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think Jack Roslovic sits in his stall before every game and thinks to himself, oh man, I got to worry about next year's contract. But I think it's somewhere in there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's focused on winning every game, but he also knows the better he plays, the more likely he is next year to get what he thought he deserved this year in terms of money. Because clearly he wanted more than 1.5? Didn't he want 4 or more? Wasn't that the word, Ben?
Yeah,
he was looking for like.
Oilers offered him a $3 million contract. It was a 3 times 3 or something, and then he rejected wanting a 4.
So that he has to come back and take 1.5.
Yeah.
So he's and I'll give credit to him because I didn't think we'd see this much spark from him. So good for him. Yeah, more Oilers chat and breaking down some comments from Knobloch last night when we do the Oil Understood in a few minutes. But first,
it's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
And it is presented by Play Alberta. You can skip the flight to Vegas because jackpots are just a tap away. Experience all the thrills of the casino right from your phone with Play Alberta. Download the app today and deposit $50 using the EST exclusive promo code EST Casino for a $50 casino bonus.
Well, Reid,
what?
I got a little bit of a situation here.
Oh, no.
Earlier in the day, I put together Leafs, Kraken, and Hurricanes to win. I misread, and I thought the Hurricanes were playing tonight.
What happened?
They're not playing tonight.
Well, you got to change it then.
So I said, okay, my apologies. Can I switch this out? Not the Hurricanes and insert the Canucks. They said, yeah. It got posted, though, as the original one.
So we got to change it. What's going on?
It's being changed as we speak.
Okay.
So I will update you all live on the show because I think it's a good one. And the number's nice. The number was plus 330. I think that should stay the same. So that's going to be the Leafs to win, Kraken to win, and the Canucks to win.
So the Leafs are playing the Mammoth. The Kraken are playing San Jose. And what's the other team?
Vancouver Canucks.
Are they playing Chicago?
Chicago.
Right. Oh, it could happen.
It could happen. So bear with me. I will notify everyone. I'm working with the team right now. These guys are great to work with. They're on it.
Yeah, so they are.
Give me a minute or two, and I'll notify you all when that play of the day is ready to hit.
All right. That is presented, of course, by Play Alberta.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Something we started doing on the show months ago, and we love doing it, is because many of you have played along, though it's starting to wane a little bit. So I think we got to work to bring it back a little stronger, is giving us a limerick. So a limerick is a humorous poem where it's a 5-line poem, rhymes lines 1, 2, and 5 rhyme, lines 3 and 4 rhyme, and lines 3 and 4 are shorter lines. William Mikespear, the poet laureate of the Reid WIlkins Show, has written us this limerick today. There was once a cat named Lester, whom Reid had in days of yester. He was like the oil, another lead they did spoil. Why, who could have guessed her? Pretty good.
No, very
Rhyming Lester, yester, and guester, oil with spoil. Pretty good effort from William Mikespear. Now, the reason we started doing this is because for a while I was doing limericks to tell the news of the day. So we haven't done this in a while. Give me a topic and I'll do a limerick on the spot. One of my on-the-spot limericks right now. Give me a word or a topic and I'll give you a limerick right now.
Okay. Let me just think here.
Dun, da, da, da.
Vancouver.
All right. There was once a city on the coast of the West. Compared to the rest of Canada, they thought they were best. But don't ever forget, should you ever visit, the city of Montreal is really at Canada's crest.
Whoa! Bang! Bang, bang. Good
I
job.
thought you were going to go like test. Let's see if the Canucks can survive the test.
Guess what, Benny? I never thought of that.
Wow.
All right. So email the limerick to reid@edmontonsportstalk.com.
It's up.
Or jay@edmontonsportstalk.com.
It's up.
The new bet's up. Okay, so that's the bet people are going to go to.
Now, I already played my initial one.
Oh, so you played your other one. And you're going to have this one too.
I got to wait till tomorrow.
That's okay.
Maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully I have to wait till tomorrow.
Tell you what, Tyson Barrie is coming up at about 20 after 5 this afternoon. We have Damon Bunting in studio, and we're going to have some fun chat with him and give away a pair of tickets to the Oilers game on Monday against the Blue Jackets. What else are we doing? I was going to mention something else. Oh yeah, if you're on YouTube, don't delay any longer. Give us a thumbs up. We try to get to 100 every show. We are halfway there, only a third of the way through the show. So don't stop. If you haven't given us the thumbs up, jump in there and give it now. If you already have given a thumbs up, hit the share button, email or text the show link to a couple other people in your life and say, hey, check these guys out. Give them a thumbs up, help build them up, help build their algorithm, keep building Edmonton Sports Talk. I mean, we're doing our work. That's just a little sliver of help you can give us. So give us a thumbs up or give us a share if you're watching on YouTube. Here's the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
Quickly, Shane Bieber opting in, staying with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Wild. I couldn't believe that when I saw it last night, Maddie. We were just talking about this yesterday, and I didn't rule out him coming back to Toronto, but I didn't think there was any chance he was going to opt in to a $16 million deal. I was certainly thinking that there'd be a 5-year deal at $20 to $25 a year for him out there on the open market.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems. But did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Wholesat, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
NHL action continues tonight with the Mammoth in Toronto to face the Leafs. The Blues taking on the Capitals, and the Blue Jackets meeting the Flames just down Highway 2. Connor Bedard returns home as the Blackhawks visit the Canucks in Vancouver, while the Sharks go head-to-head with the Kraken. In Pittsburgh, the Penguins announced 3 long-term injuries. Tristan Jarry and Noel Acciari are set to miss at least 3 weeks, and Justin Brazeau will be sidelined for a minimum of 4. Pittsburgh currently sits tied for 3rd place in the NHL standings. To the hardwood, the NBA season keeps rolling with the Timberwolves and Knicks tipping off. The Spurs taking on the Lakers, the defending champion OKC Thunder in Portland to play the Trailblazers, and the Warriors and Kings closing out the night. And in the CFL, the Ottawa Red Blacks have named Ryan Dinwiddie as their new head coach and general manager, signing him to a deal that runs through 2028. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood the Duke, locally owned and operated, serving the Duke and surrounding areas since '93. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood the Duke. Second hour of the Reid WIlkins Show continues here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must.
This is the other Thumb Click remix. Didn't a listener send this in?
Yes.
Do we remember who? We don't.
We don't.
We're fools. But yeah, that was...
This was during the playoffs.
Was that during the playoffs last year?
Playoffs?
They seem like they're a long way away, both in the past and in the future.
Oh, well said, Reid.
Yeah, thank you. Reid recognizes the passing of time on today's Reid WIlkins Show. Eric the other morning is like, can you believe it's week 9 in the NFL? I said, yes. He's like, yeah, me too. I said, yes, I can believe time has passed to the point it's reached week 9. He's like, yep. Because you know how we're always like, I can't believe it's this. How can you not believe it's this? It's like at Christmas, people are going to be, oh, can you believe it's Christmas? I'm like, yes, it happens every 12 months.
Yeah, but it's said in remembrance. It's said like, oh, shucks. You know, I can't believe my daughter turned 13 this year. Golly.
Yeah, I guess, but time passes. That's what happened. I guess sometimes things seem to happen quicker or slower, but time moves at the same rate.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could slow down time, Reid?
What if you could turn back time?
Maybe when I say, if you could turn back time, what if you could slow down time? Or what if you could appreciate the NFL?
I'm just seeing if I have any share on my soundboard. I don't. I don't have any. I just have this.
Let's go, girls.
Yeah, that's kind of curmudgeonly of you. You know. Where
did that come from? Well, that's Ben playing random sounds. There are Christmas commercials.
Really?
Yeah, I saw a Christmas commercial for the keg on TV the other day.
I thought that's like faux pas until after Remembrance Day.
I'm pretty sure I thought I saw a holiday, like a Christmas themed commercial for the keg.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if there are any really formal rules. I mean, everything gets advertised earlier and earlier every year. Though I guess in the States, they haven't had Thanksgiving yet. They got to get through that.
That's true. And Black Friday. If you were someone that decorated for Christmas and other holidays.
I do decorate for Christmas.
You do?
Yes.
You put up what?
I put up some lights outside.
Do you?
And I put up a few things in my house, yes.
Oh.
I told you this last year. I have a pre-decorated Christmas tree.
Reid, I don't remember last week.
All right.
When do those go up?
Anywhere between probably November 25th and December 8th.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's right in the wheelhouse. You know, too much earlier is just odd.
Well, I wouldn't do it yet.
I have there are Christmas lights up in our neighborhood.
Really?
Yep.
That, to me, that's too early. And I don't think I'm being a curmudgeon by saying that. I think this is too early to have Christmas lights.
I would agree. I would agree.
Are you going to go tell them?
No.
Do you think they're listening right now? And they'll be all like, oh, neighbor Jay, you don't like my lights, eh?
I do know there are.
Here's an egg on your house.
Yeah, I do know there are neighbors that do listen. And I don't think either of them have their Christmas stuff up.
Right. Yeah, I think it's too early.
Yeah.
I think.
Slow down. Settle down now.
It is interesting. Remembrance Day could be a demarcation point. I mean, that's a day of respect and remembrance. So why are you putting up Christmas lights? Yeah. To me, November 25th, for me personally, that's the earliest I would do it. I mean, that's a full month ahead of time. I think December 1st is fine. I don't know if I'll have mine up that early. I guess it's kind of weather dependent.
Yeah, I usually get mine up like late November. The girls like it.
Yeah, it's different with kids.
Actually, that's one of the tasks over the weekend here.
Oh, you're going to get them ready, but not have them on?
Well, we have probably a 40-foot tree at the front of our driveway that we've put lights up all the way.
Yeah.
And there's a couple strings that I need to replace. So I'm going to have to find one of my neighbors has a bucket truck. He's going to have to send me up there.
You and Coop?
Me and Coop the Corky, yeah. With the safety goggles on, of course.
Yes. That's great. Safety dog. It's time for the Well Understood, presented by GCL Diesel. Providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years. Now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid WIlkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. Good job, Ben. Ben Lagunas in there as well. That's my made-up last name for Ben.
Benny Peps.
Benny Pepper. Yeah. Beneficent. I also call him that. Doesn't make sense.
I would love to know how much lemon pepper Benjamin has consumed in his life.
Yeah. Why do you like the lemon pepper so much?
Lemon pepper is kind of a newer thing. I'd say I started getting into it like probably a little over a year ago. Started throwing it. Like I like chicken, and so you can't have unseasoned chicken. And so for me, what like the easiest is lemon pepper chicken.
But you really season that chicken. I mean,
I do.
Yeah, it smells. It doesn't just have a scent.
Yeah, it smells. It's right.
It doesn't just have a cooking smell. It has like almost like the skunk in Chet Palmer's garage type smell. That'll stay with you. Hey, Benny Pepper. More Benny, less pepper.
Oh, Chet Palmer's brother-in-law did chime in earlier. He said that was definitely not your best sports report. Chet, he says, signed your sober brother-in-law.
Okay.
You know, Chet will believe that when he sees it.
Has Chet ever talked about his brother-in-law not being sober? I think he's talked about him gambling a lot.
I know. This is strictly.
I think he's compensating. He's like, hey, everybody, I'm sober. Yeah, no, just
okay.
Okay, it doesn't mean you don't have a gambling addiction. Like, that's VR Montenegro, Limerick time.
Ooh.
With Reid WIlkins, this poetry is linked, a pattern of rhyming that's quite distinct, a form of fine art. Nasties, do your part. Prevent Limericking from going extinct. That is excellent work by VR Montenegro.
That's going in the file.
Really well done. That'll go in the file. A limerick about limericking. That is
wow. That's
as meta as you can get. That is as meta as you can get. All right. Nate the Builder says it's ridiculous. Smells like BO. I think he's referring to. Oh, that's your dad.
Yeah.
I think he's referring to the lemon pepper.
Yeah.
All right. Let's dive into the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. Oh, now what's happening?
No, I just think it's funny because you live with that man.
I do.
Yeah. Well, given the gas that came out of your ass that one day, maybe you shouldn't have as much lemon pepper, because that was like, speaking of skunks in the garage, I'd sooner have a skunk in my garage than have to deal with another of Benny's.
That cleared out the studio.
Like of the aroma that came out of his buttocks. Like I would sooner have a dead skunk. I'd sooner be on dead skunk duty.
Maybe that's how Bond should have escaped that.
Yeah.
When he had to sit on a assless seat. Yeah. He should have had Benny come in and fart.
Oh, my goodness. The Oilers got a point last night. Chris Knobloch on blowing the lead.
Difficult to handle that. We've the third period. We got 3 chances, which you would think that would be on the goalie, that you give up 2 goals on 3 chances, but that's not what I'm saying. Is just the type of chances where we lose focus, lose responsibilities, and letting them in a position to make a good play. Where it's one thing if the opposition's making good plays and beating your coverage, but we're just making mistakes where we're giving them opportunities.
So he said that they have moments where they're losing focus and making mistakes to give the other team's opportunity. What did I say? Like, they're not thorough. Mm-hmm. They're not thorough. Like, check. And, there's a lot to consider. The power play goal in the second period. Now, I know there was a scramble in front, and maybe there were some other orders, but, Bush kind of like stick nut off the ice, back backed away, looking at guys get rebounds and scoring. The puck off the backboards, do I think Stuart Skinner has to move better laterally? Yes, I do. But do I also think Nugent Hopkins needs to tie up his man and recognize that that's a dangerous guy going to the net? Yes, for sure. You were watching the highlights, and the second goal started with an errant pass, Draisaitl or Roslovic. It was hard to tell me, maybe the puck bounced or something, but nonetheless, they missed the pass, and it comes back in the other way and winds up in the Oilers' net. So they're just not, again, they're just not thorough. They don't finish enough chances. They don't generate enough chances. So, I mean, they had some good offensive moments last night and a couple other chances that didn't go in, but it's a fine line between winning and losing, or closing out a game and having it go to overtime and then losing in a shootout. And they're not on that fine line, on the right side of that fine line often enough. Mm-hmm. And it's, yes, there's some inexperienced players, all that kind of stuff, but some of the players were mentioned and have been mentioned. Bouchard, Ekholm at times, Nurse, even Leon and Connor, Nuge, who I think's been pretty good. Last night you could throw him in on that one. So there's these errors at important times in games where the Oilers aren't the team making the big play, the important play. They're the team giving it up.
Well, and to add to that, when they do give it up, it doesn't seem like there's a great desire to make up for it, right? To atone the mistake, like Roslovic. Sure, that pass is errant. Not sure what, but instead of tapping your stick in frustration, why don't you skate backwards and go deal with Rantanen,
right?
Who is your guy who now has the puck in a grade A scoring chance and buries it, right? Nuge, same thing. Bouch, same thing.
Yeah,
Bouch looked lost out there on that play.
Well, he shouldn't be on the PK. Like
that's
I realize that all defensemen should be able to be on the PK.
Not that defenseman,
but not maybe as often as they want to try.
He's proven to be a liability 5-on-5.
Right.
That can be confusing enough.
Right.
Not to mention when you're down a player.
Right. Well, because you really got to play hard in front of your own net.
Yes.
And we were watching that play too. Now, I know it's split-second decisions, and it's easy for us to watch in the boardroom the next day, but the puck went behind the Oilers' net and came out to Skinner's left, so the offensive right wing. And Bouchard was the defenseman in front of the net, and he started shading over towards the corner. There's no reason for him to do that. I mean, yes, the other Oilers defenseman had got pulled up a little bit, but he can recover. So then Bouch gets too far that way. Then the puck goes to the front of the net. Then he turns around. Or no, then I think he backed out of the way of a shot again. And then the rebound's there. If he just goes to the front of the net, then he's already there. And then if the puck gets centered, okay, you might block it, even accidentally, and then he's in a better position to hack the rebound away. Or even if he doesn't do anything, he's more in the way of a Dallas player going after the rebound.
Maybe the team building today was film work.
Wouldn't that be amazing? They just have to sit in a dark theater,
rent out a theater, and just
watch.
Knobloch's up top with a megaphone. Okay, on this play. Do you think NHL players do film work like as a unit?
I think they'll watch film in meetings, yeah, but also I think there's a lot of power play PK film work, or even individual sometimes.
Yeah.
Because now guys can say, hey, I want to watch my shifts, because it can all be broken down that way.
That's interesting to say as soon as you get off the ice that you want to have an iPad.
Well, you see them looking on the iPad, and the Oilers even off to the side of their dressing room have a little video kiosk cubbyhole where there's a couple computers set up, and they can go and watch stuff in the intermissions if they want. But it's like we're talking about. It's thoroughness, checking, heaviness, whatever you want to call it. Like I know the word urgency gets used a lot, and I get it. Sometimes, Jay, I just use a very simple word: concentration. Like stay locked into the game. Be in the moment. Like be ready in the moment. Not like, oh, okay, well, what's happening? Oh, is this shift important? I don't know. Like concentrate on the moment. When you're on the ice, fine. Like you can have a breather when you're on the bench. When you're on the ice, concentrate. What's the problem I have to solve? Where am I supposed to be? Am I reading off my teammates? As opposed to like, oh, there's the puck. Maybe I'll just go chase it. Oh, geez, I'm out of position. Too bad. Like concentrate.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good word to use. You focus.
Well, that's a good one.
Do your job. I mean, there's so many things that you shouldn't be saying about a professional hockey player.
Yeah.
And especially continually doing it. Right? McLean writes this in, Bush backing out from shots is soft. Why is he not getting benched like others? Too sensitive and soft.
Well, I mean, he doesn't play a hard game. I don't know about how sensitive he is or not. I don't know if he's talking about feelings or not. Sure, is that from McLean? Mm-hmm. Oh, from McLean.
Yeah.
Why are you so soft, McLean? Now that's a combination of McLean and the Bond villain. I'm not good for more than one voice in a day.
It's okay.
But yeah, I mean, Bouchard doesn't play a hard game. He did play 25-40 last night. What was the last game? He was under 20, though it didn't go to overtime. He would have got some shifts in overtime last night. But again, I can't, he played 2 minutes and 46 seconds shorthanded. Ekholm played 2:49. Leon played 2:36, and McDavid played 2:39. Nurse played 2:18. But again, why are those guys, maybe Ekholm's in a different category, why are those guys leading your team in shorthanded ice time? Kill off the damn penalty and then let those guys go to work. I liked it better when Leon and Connor didn't kill. And yes, wasn't it Nuge and Bush had the 2-on-1 yesterday? Shorthanded in the first period, I believe. I know there have been chances shorthanded.
Pretty sure it's Mangiapane.
I get it.
I think it was Mangiapane.
Oh, was it Mangiapane? Sorry.
Yeah.
But I prefer having penalty killers that aren't your first liners, and then you put them out on the first shift after the PK when the other team can't get the same sort of matchup.
Yep.
Right? Or probably can't get the same sort of matchup. But yeah, I mean, and this is the thing. I don't. Well, again, playoff Bush is different, and he might slash a guy on an injured part of the body. But we're dealing with early, and quite frankly, the last early regular season Bush was like this. It was more the giveaways. There's been giveaways this year, but I feel now the last couple of games, these plays in front of the net where it's like, well, he's there, but he's not there.
He's not taking away now.
He's physically there. Like, it's one thing. Like, if you want, like you played football, it'd be one thing to say, okay, well, you got to cover that guy. Okay, and then they complete a pass, and you're like, well, I was standing right next to him. And it's like, yes, Jay, knock the ball down.
Yeah.
You can't just stand next to him. Mm-hmm. Knock the ball down. Then tackle him. You can't just be like, well, coach, I ran with him, but he still got a touchdown. No, but hit him when he has the ball.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like, Boo should be like, well, I was in front of my own net. Yes, but you clear the puck or the man. Pick one.
Do something.
Don't do nothing.
Do something.
So I can't argue with anybody who's not frustrated. Like, I don't know if, I don't think Bush is not being benched might be tied into any sort of sensitivity or not. I don't know if that the guy was joking or not. But yeah, he's a lot of times, yes, he does appear as a soft player, which I think that can be. I mean, let's face it, not everybody in the NHL is a bruiser. But you can play with a certain hardness and not be a bruiser. Like, you can, this is what I'm talking about. You can play a complete and thorough game. Okay, if Bush doesn't want to hit a guy, if that's not his game, I think that, and I want people to know, I want to know what people think about this. I think you can survive that way if then, okay, I don't hit. I don't like to hit. I don't like giving hits. I don't like taking hits. But then you got to be hard on the puck. Mm-hmm. You have to be hard on something. Then fine, if you're playing the puck, it's out. If you're guarding the front of the net, and it's like, okay, I can't clear the front of the net. I'm not Scott Stevens in his prime. Then fine, you got to pounce on the rebound and whack it to the corner.
Or use your stick.
Or
find a way.
Yeah, or you got to do something.
Be aggressive in some form.
Right.
It doesn't have to be taking body for body, but you have to be able to do something, especially as a defenseman, especially in front of your own net.
Right.
And wincing at a puck and moving out of the way is not exactly a good look for someone who then turns their back to the play.
Right.
And I mean, it's like you're watching this on repeat.
Yeah.
This happened 2 nights in a row.
Yeah. And again, like, I realize teams are going to score goals, but for the Oilers, it's like they can't get. It's just that fine line. They give up 1 or 2 too many, and they can't score the 1 or 2 extra than they need. I guess maybe the Montreal game they outscored, but they didn't do it 5-on-5 necessarily that game. The power plays in the third period helped. And I mean, again, I think Nuge just had a pretty good season, and I know that third goal, I think, deflected off Nurse and then came out from behind the net. So maybe he didn't think it was go there. But if he just skates with that guy, who got the third goal? Was that Rantanen too? No, that was somebody else.
Yeah, Branson.
The rebound off the back wall.
Oh, Heiskanen,
sorry. Like if Nuge just is with him, then he probably doesn't score.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look, I don't think Nuge has made a lot of defensive errors this year, but that's just an example of things that are plaguing the team. All right, it's 4:25. We got Damon Bunting standing by. He is going to join us here in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Score your shot at a trip to the Super Bowl, weekly prizes, and more, plus $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. Here's Ben.
NHL action carries on tonight with the Mammoth in Toronto to take on the Leafs. The Blues battling the Capitals, and the Blue Jackets facing the Flames just down Highway 2. Connor Bedard returns home as the Blackhawks visit the Canucks in Vancouver, while the Sharks and Kraken face off to round out the schedule. In Pittsburgh, the Penguins announced 3 long-term injuries. Tristan Jarry and Noel Acciari will each miss at least 3 weeks, while Justin Brazeau is out for a minimum of 4. The Penguins currently sit tied for 3rd place in the NHL. To the hardwood, the NBA season rolls on with the Timberwolves and Knicks tipping off, the Spurs meeting the Lakers, and then the defending champion OKC Thunder in Portland to battle the Trailblazers, and the Warriors and Kings wrapping up the night. And in the CFL, the Ottawa Red Blacks have named Ryan Dinwiddie as the new head coach and general manager, signing him to a contract that runs through 2028. Damon Bunting joins us on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Jamie McLennan, our EST hockey analyst.
And I would argue that the coaching staff can be better in some of the details, or maybe some of the players they deploy at certain times of the game. If you don't think Evan Bouchard's going to win a physical battle in front of the net with 90 seconds left, don't have him on the ice. Have somebody you believe will knock them on their ass. Place somebody in a situation that will give you that success at that particular time.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
4:30. Hope you're having a great, is it Wednesday today? It's Wednesday. Oilers don't play again until Saturday. They will host the Colorado Avalanche. That'll be an 8 o'clock game. Our coverage will commence at 7 with Tom Gazzola and the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. If you're on YouTube today, thanks for taking us in, and click that thumbs up button.
Click. Must you click? Please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb.
About 30 thumbs away from 100, so let's get there. Don't delay if you haven't already clicked. And if you have clicked, share the show link with somebody else and send it off. We got a very special guest here in studio. He is part of Buying or Selling, presented by Damon Bunting. Now, this is what I have about you, Damon. Apparently, you're a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. Remember, I changed the 17 to 18?
Yeah.
You're over 19 by now?
Allegedly.
Yes. It's true? You're almost at, should we just say almost 20?
Yeah.
I might change that
Nearly
to almost
20. Nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
He and his team would love
Close to 2 decades.
Close to 2 decades of experience.
Sure.
He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community driven. He understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. DamonBunting.com on Instagram. Damon Bunting Real Estate. What got you into it again?
Actually, it's tied into the Oilers. So my first job out of university was working for the Oilers, selling season tickets. And some of the questions you'd field, or some of the clients saying, "Why is the nacho cheese so cold?" Because you're at an ice rink, number one. So I never had like the right answers. I just tell it like it is. So you just found like when you're set, it was such a good job, great friends. We had a lot of good times. But then I'm like, I want a little bit more purpose in my life.
Right.
So then I transitioned into new home sales, and that was actually at the lockout. So I was like, do I want to sell Roadrunner tickets? Probably not. I think the nacho cheese is going to be even colder there.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And then loved it, and then was building a home, and it was a small builder. He did like 1 or 2 a year, and he let me go on site every day.
Oh, nice.
And I just realized I love like the home industry, and then went into real estate, so I can not just work with one builder, but just with anybody. Selling anything.
We love having you on the show. We love having you being part of the show and bringing us buying or selling. You have some buying or sellings for us.
I do.
In a few, which we'll do maybe in about 10 or 15 minutes. Sure. And in probably about 10 minutes, you have a special trivia question, maybe probably less than 10 minutes, to give away 2 tickets to Monday's Oilers game.
Yeah, Monday night, Columbus Blue Jackets.
Woo! Okay, I don't know the trivia question.
No, we specifically
I'm going to
kept
try
this
to
away
answer
from
it.
you.
Yeah. I won't help people, but it'll be good.
It's tough.
That's good. It should be tough because my stuff's too easy.
You can tease it. What is the style of trivia question?
Oh my goodness.
It's, who am I?
Oh, okay. This will be good. This will be good.
Well, it's like Zoolander, right? Who am I?
I hope Zoolander's not the right answer.
No, we won't lead you astray.
Now how long have you known Jason Milne?
Pert near my whole life.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So did you ever think he would be hosting a talk radio program?
I knew he'd be talking a fair bit, but
good.
like a sports talk show, no. And it's just what a fit.
Yeah, it's been a great fit. I will say that. Well, Reid makes it pretty easy.
Yeah,
depends on my mood.
I will say, I mean, in your past life, furniture.
Yeah,
you probably made one of the best commercials or posts I ever did. Remember, you were the aggressive sales rep.
Oh yeah,
we had you in there.
Yeah.
We should actually bring that out.
Is that on YouTube?
Can we find it? You were in a TV commercial?
It was.
Well, we did. Yeah,
socials.
it was like a giveaway. Like we did. Was it during COVID when we were promoting like local businesses? Oh, he was hilarious.
So we got to find this.
It was like
you would have it somewhere.
I would have it. Yeah, I'll bring it out.
Would it be video or just audio?
Oh, it's video.
Video.
Oh well,
it's
yeah. If you can find it, yeah.
Very Chris Farley, John Candy. Have you guys seen that documentary, John Candy?
I have not watched that one yet.
I'm halfway through it. Awesome.
Okay. Is it sad?
A little bit.
Okay.
That's what that's kind of why. And even a different sort of passing, the Expos one. Like I watched it for about 35 minutes and I'm just like, oh man, like I'm just getting like, okay, they're gone. I get it. Why are we combing over who's everybody's fault that it is? But I would like to watch the John Candy one.
It's worth it.
Expos, Blue Jays. So did you watch a lot of the baseball playoffs? Do you usually watch baseball? What was this whole Blue Jay run like for you?
I actually watched most games. We were traveling a little bit, and so we missed a couple games here and there. But I actually love fall baseball.
Yeah.
Like just getting into October, I can sit and watch that. Usually get a few guys together, the odd game. And it was actually really good to see everybody rally around Canada's team, not Toronto's team. Canada's team.
I don't call them that, but I get it. Like it is cool that it's on the national network, and that if you my mom and dad were watching, and they usually don't watch baseball at all, and they were learning about the players, and they got excited about it. So it was neat that a lot of people were following it, and how exciting it was, even though it didn't go the Blue Jays' way in the end.
Well, so exciting, but like what a team you can cheer for. So endearing, and just how they put the team together. And there's a lot of teams you're like, I'll cheer for them, but I don't like them or love them. But how can you not love that?
Well, the Vladdies, the Springers, the Bichettes, sure, you have in the Bieber, you have some star power there, but then you have some ragtag guys that
like Barger coming out of nowhere, and Versavage,
Clement, Barshow, like these guys all stepped up in big ways.
Yeah.
So that's a good point, Damon. That probably added to the excitement and the appointment viewing, so to speak, for the World Series.
Yeah. Well, and even for the people who are hardcore Blue Jays fans, I mean, they were 26 and 28 in May, like going nowhere, a middling team. We had Mike Wilner on the show, and I said, how does this Blue Jays team compare to other good ones that you've covered? He's like, this is the team that goes to the World Series compared to the star-powered ones that couldn't get there or didn't get in the playoffs. Now, part of the fun for me, too, was telling young guys like Ben stories about 92 and 93.
Yeah.
Was there any memories there of Alomar, Carter, White, Olerud, that era, or were you not interested at that stage in your life?
I was interested, but that's when I was still, like, Canadian, you're still a Toronto Blue Jays fan. I actually was an Expos fan.
Yeah.
So I was a little hurt and wanted to cheer for them, but didn't. But I was still, like, in that era, I was still a Bo Jackson fan. So
oh, wow, okay.
I just kind of followed him. And then Jays were like, I guess I'll cheer for them.
Right.
And, but I mean, I'll be patriotic. But this time around, they're our only team. I went through the roster of the Expos the last season, the lockout season.
The 94 season? Yeah, that was a heck of a team. I believe we were looking at the other day. I think 7 of their 8, because the pitcher doesn't count, I think 7 of their 8 position players had double-digit steals, either 6 of 8 or 7 of 8. I think 5 or 6 guys had double-digit home runs. Like, they could do everything. Wasn't Rondell White a sub? I don't even think he was even a starter yet. The outfielder. He was still pretty young. And there was young Pedro on that team. And I know a couple people said, oh, yeah, that was Vladdy Sr.'s team. Vladdy Sr. was not yet an Expo in 94. Because a couple people, that's a Mandela effect, Jay. You were asking me about that. Is that there are people who remember not just Vladdy as an Expo, which is accurate, but Vladdy on the 94 team. He was not there yet. Because they were like, oh, he could have won the World Series in 94. And then his son, well, no, that's not quite how it works out. Anyway, you've been watching Oilers too?
I have been watching Oilers, and sorry
to hear that.
I know. I overheard you guys, like, even yesterday we're up 3-1. I'm like, here we go again. And 2-0, here we go again. And
what do you think, in your opinion, this team is lacking most right now?
I mean, from what you guys were saying before about Bouchard, I think he epitomizes, like, the lack of effort and the lack of, like, what it takes to get to the Stanley Cup. So is it just going to happen again without working hard? And it's frustrating to see that. You need to be patient with some of the young guys, but I want to see some grit.
Yeah.
And, like, just get dirty. Like, Frederick, why are you here? Like, just, a lot of the players down the list, but what we're missing is Zach Hyman.
Well, he'll help.
He'll help.
I mean, maybe Mangiapane goes down lower than that, but I like how you put that. And that's one of the things I've been saying too, is I don't expect these games to feel like playoff games. And most teams talk about building their game throughout the season. You can't play the last night's game like a playoff game, but also there's still a minimum amount of execution and intensity required to win a regular season game. Right. And they're not even at that minimum level. I'm like, Luke Yazzik is on with us, and he said last year in one of his hits, he goes, do you know how hard it is just to win one NHL game, one NHL regular season game? Do you know how hard you have to work and how many, and that you might need a bouncer or two? And he goes, you know how hard it is just to win one game. Like, forget about 40 or 45 to make the playoffs on the Stanley Cup. And it's like the Oilers aren't able to or willing to hit that level. It's like, okay, guys, yeah, we can't treat this like the game we eliminated Dallas last year, but can we at least get to a regular season level of intensity where we can put away 2 points? They're not there consistently.
No, it is true. And I try to remind myself, have some grace. They went to the Stanley Cup finals twice in a year. Like, that takes a toll. And even last year when they had the slow start, like, we're all in the dumps as fans watching this. It's like, I know how I felt. Like, I was tired and heartbroken. You imagine them playing the game. I was like, all right. And they worked themselves out of it. So they need to do that again this year, obviously.
All right, you're going to give us buying or selling in a few minutes, and we'll talk about some other great initiatives that you're a part of. But let's do your trivia question. Okay, so here are the rules, everybody. Damon's giving away 2 lower bowl tickets, you said?
Yep.
To Columbus at the Oilers on Monday. I believe that's a 6:30 game. So first of all, be able to go to the game. You must text your response to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. I don't know the question, so I certainly don't know the answer. So once we have a right answer, I'll unveil my answer, and we'll see if I was right or not. We're going to go to commercial here, so we're banking on someone getting it during the commercial break.
Okay.
Benny, I want you to play along too, but just stick to yourself.
Okay. I can do that. Just to myself.
Talk amongst yourself, Benny.
Don't talk to anybody.
Yeah. Sit in the corner and talk to yourself.
Turn your chair around and look in that corner.
Ben's going to go home today, and his parents will be like, how was work? Well, one of
look at a corner.
One of my colleagues told me to talk to myself in the corner. Oh, good day, Benny.
I'll write it down. I'll write down my answer.
I'm going to do that too.
Something tells me Nate the Builder would be okay with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
All right, ready? Okay. Let them all come in. First hint, it's actually going to be an easy giveaway.
So this is Who Am I?
Who am I?
Now, are you... Okay, go.
Okay, I'm just going to throw some hints out there. Former Oiler. Write it down. Any guesses yet? All right.
You watch. You may get a
But if
surprise
someone
guess.
takes... I would take a flyer on it, because if you can imagine someone gets it out of the gate, that's worth like 2 games.
Well, did you want to do this
a
slow unveil, or do you want to do it all now? I might have ruined what you were thinking.
No.
I have.
We can do it now.
We can do it all now.
We might need to revisit if nobody gets it over the break, but you go through your clues.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. First clue. Second clue, actually, former Oiler. Second clue, top 50 in the NHL all-time penalty minutes.
Okay.
Clue 3.
Clue 3, top 15 in the NHL all-time fights. Do you want to go through them all?
Yep. Clue 4.
Clue 4. When with the Oilers, minus 99 in their plus minus.
Really? While as an Oiler?
Yeah. How fitting, hey? Actually, there was another Oiler who was plus 99.
As
an Oiler.
As an Oiler, okay.
Yeah, definitely not this guy. There's one more. Do we want to?
Yeah, we better give them all.
Okay, and then if nobody gets it, then there's one extra one that actually might be a good giveaway. But
well, do you want to wait then? Do you want to wait even for this one?
Yeah.
Sure, let's wait.
Okay.
Or however you want to do it.
Somebody got it. Okay.
We'll do it after
when we
the
get
break.
back, we'll give the right answer, and I'll give my guess as well. Here's Benny with a sports update.
Want me to do?
NHL action continues tonight with the Mammoth in Toronto to face the Leafs. The Blues squaring off with the Capitals, and the Blue Jackets taking on the Flames just down Highway 2. Connor Bedard returns home as the Blackhawks visit the Canucks in Vancouver, and the Sharks battle the Kraken to close out that slate. In Pittsburgh, the Penguins announced 3 long-term injuries. Tristan Jarry and Noel Acciari will each be out at least 3 weeks, while Justin Brazeau is expected to miss at least 4 weeks. The Penguins currently sit tied for the 3rd place in the NHL. to the hardwood. The NBA season continues with the Timberwolves and Knicks tipping off. The Spurs taking on the Lakers, the defending champion OKC Thunder in Portland to meet the Trailblazers, and the Warriors and Kings finishing off the night. And in the CFL, the Ottawa Red Blacks have named Ryan Dinwiddie as their new head coach and general manager, inking him to a deal through 2028. More of Damon Bunting on the Reid WIlkins Show coming right up. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
In games that the Oilers have taken a 2-0 lead, they have been outscored a combined 12-4 for the rest of the game. So versus Dallas last night, outscored 3-1 after building up a 2-goal lead. So they can't hold leads. And they don't seem to score more than 3 goals in a game.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
What a ride it was. The Blue Jays have made our whole country proud. Sentinel Storage is honored to stand with Canada's team every step of the way. Thank you, Blue Jays. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
EST Afternoons.
The Draisaitl goal. But I have to ask.
Okay, I hope you're going where I think you're going.
Is it a great goal or is it bad goaltending?
You can't allow a goal from there.
Okay, so it's bad goaltending.
Yeah.
Benny?
I think it's a great goal.
Okay, wait.
Oh my God.
Wait.
It's a great goal.
Wait. Let's reverse it. Mikko Rantanen scores that on Skinner.
It's a great goal.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The Oil Stream.
Well, this one comes in from Matthew Awanek Fan Club. Frederick has no boots right now. High ankle sprains take about a year, so they say. I wouldn't expect him to look good until the spring.
I wouldn't give him that much leeway, and I go off of what Belzy and Matt Cassian tell me with their high ankle sprains. Trev Frederick shouldn't be using that as an excuse unless he re-aggravated it.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Okay, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Former Oilers defenseman Tyson Barrie, who's coming to town this weekend, is going to be joining us at about 20 after 5. So in about half an hour, we're buying or selling with Damon Bunting, great partner of the show. And you have a trivia question. So we do have a winner. So you've given away 2 tickets to Monday's Oilers game against Columbus. But I don't know the answer. And so Ben and I are trying to figure it out. Who am I? Former Oiler. Top 50 NHL all-time penalty minutes, top 15 all-time fights in the NHL, and while this person was an Oiler, he was minus 99. My guess is George Larac. That's also your guess, Ben.
Boring radio.
Yeah.
Really?
And we're wrong. All right, so we need other hints.
Okay. Was once a 20-goal scorer. As a forward, let's say, to help.
So he couldn't have played in the 80s.
That goal, or sorry, the plus minus is too low to be in the 80s.
Okay, the other name I could think of is Lucic, but he wouldn't have been minus 99 as an Oiler.
There's a really obvious one. I won't go there yet. Okay, here's one. He had one scoring move when he had the puck, blue line, and he tried to beat the defenseman one-on-one.
Kelly Buchberger.
That's it. It was like Roslovic.
Should have thought of that sooner. I guess I wouldn't have thought he had enough fights to be top 15, but yeah.
That's actually what surprised me too. So, anyways, I thought I was going to say captain, and then that was a good one. That would have given it away, but
Great one. That was great. The winner, the person that guessed it first, there are several that did guess Kelly Bookberger, but the person that guessed it first, Bones, congratulations. You've won a pair of tickets to the Columbus Blue Jackets visiting Oilers on Monday, November 10th at 6:30, courtesy of Damon Bunting Real Estate. The only thing I would ask, Bones, so I'm gonna be in contact with you, Bones, and we'll figure this out, how to get the tickets. But when you're there, take a picture, tag Damon Bunting Real Estate, tag Yeg Sports Talk, so we can get some good love out of this, because I think that's a fantastic giveaway. That's really nice of you.
It's a 5-3 win, just saying.
Okay.
Oh, good.
On the record.
That'd be nice if they got to 5.
Yeah. Reid, I just want to interject. This came in earlier on the chat from Chris G&P. He says, here comes the snow south of the city. It's coming down in buckets.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if you're out and about driving, especially south of the city, take your time, slow down, turn your lights on, and get home safe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's that time of year. Yeah, that was a good one. I see some people in the chat had put in McClellan and McSorley, who I wrote down as you were giving the first clues, but then I knew they wouldn't be minus 99. And then I didn't go to Bookberger because he debuted in the 80s, but then he would have been on some bad teams until he was on the later 90s teams that had a couple playoff upsets, right? So that plus minus was a good one.
Well, and I think it was his rookie year when I was going through it. He had like 234 penalty minutes, like in his first full year.
Yeah, so
like that.
still in
That's
that
when he
era
was
where
still,
there
like,
was a little more fighting.
getting after it. Yeah.
Okay, that was a good one. We want to talk to you about some cool things you're doing in the community because that's really important to you, but you give us buying or selling every day. So what have you brought for Jay and I today?
All right. Buying or selling. The Oilers will win the Pacific Division.
Oh, I'm absolutely 1,000% selling that. Playoffs, we'll see. Regular season.
I knew that was coming.
Regular season.
No thought required.
Selling,
eh?
no.
Reid is really down on the ceiling capabilities of this team.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I get it, though.
I mean, playoffs, we'll see how they're playing, the matchups, the health, all that kind of stuff.
Who we pick up.
Yeah, true. I mean, it could be a different roster the last 20 games of the season for the deadline. I'm selling on that.
Okay.
I'm going to have to sell as well. I mean, they haven't won the Pacific since what?
87.
80,
last, it was the Smythe.
Yeah, I mean,
last regular season division title, so to speak.
So I just don't see them putting it together. I don't think this team is built to win in the regular season like that.
Right.
To dominate and win a division. So I'm selling.
Okay, then I'll say bye.
Okay, I like it. I mean,
they're only a point out of first, but they've played 3 more games than the teams who are
it's not a
tied for first.
It's a wishy-washy buy.
Oh, that's fine.
But let's just say bye.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, well, Jack Roslovic scored 20 plus goals.
How many?
20 plus.
Yeah,
20 plus.
He's come on lately. I did not think he would ever play this well as an Oiler, as well as he's played the last 4 games. Now, what is he at now? 3?
3 goals. Yeah, 13 games.
That it's still going to be tough because so this is the crazy thing about Roslovic. Now, he's made some plays 5-on-5, obviously. But when they signed him, what was Bowman's big selling point? Was it 22 goals last year, 21 5-on-5? So now he has 3 goals with the Oilers, 2 of them on the power play. I would think Hyman's going to get that job back at some point. So I'm going to cautiously sell on Roslovic getting to 20.
He's on pace for 19.
But I will buy now because I was pretty much, I don't get overwhelmed with these waiver. Like he's basically a waiver wire pickup, even though he was a free agent. You know what I mean? I don't get too excited about those. But Tom asked me how many goals he would get, and I said 8. But I'll buy that he might flirt with 20, but I'll sell on him actually getting there.
I would buy if he stays in the role on PP1. And that is probably not going to be the case. But I do like what he's been able to do. I mean, he's the only Oiler that has improved every game over the last 4 games. And that second line, has been the most dominant line with Podkolzin, Draisaitl, and Roslovic in, I don't know, the same amount of games.
Right.
So I could see it happening if he keeps trending this way, and that line keeps playing the way it does. But there's some big names that are not in the lineup right now, and once those names are injected into the lineup, what happens?
Yeah. Yeah, it's that second line has been impressive. Like, looks to be some chemistry, so I'll say bye.
Okay, good.
I'm like the eternal
Optimism's
optimist.
good. Well,
right?
why not?
So
why not?
All right. Okay, so when he's back, will Zach Hyman score 30 plus goals?
No, I'm selling that. I'm 100% selling that. I think 20 for Hyman after he's back would be really good. I mean, he didn't get to 30 last year. He did miss time again last year. I'm going to have to sell on that coming back from that injury. He missed a lot of time. I do think he'll get power play time. I do think he'll make an impact. I mean, his work ethic is always there. But I'm sounding like a real downer here. I'll sell on him.
I'm going to have to change up my...
I'm going to sell on Hyman getting to 30, though I do think he can get to 25-ish. I think he wound up with 27 last year. I think he'll exceed 20. 30, I think, would be a stretch, given the injury and the amount of time he's missed.
Okay.
I'd sell that as well. I mean, we don't even know when he's coming back. I mean, this could extend another, week, right? It could keep.
Yeah, we don't.
It was supposed to be the end of October. That has since come and gone. But he is skating with the team. He's with the team. He was with the team on the road trip. Now they did have an off day today, so maybe that's why some of those players that were injured were there. They had a team building activity. What would you do in a team building activity, Damon? Paintball? You seem like a paintball guy. Because your son works with you. That would be a great opportunity for you to peg off Asher.
Yeah, that would be great.
Legally.
Keep the ideas coming. I like this team building
he
stuff.
doesn't get to wear any safety gear.
Team building. I would... Remember old school when you had the old water balloon launchers?
Oh, yeah.
I think good team building is... I think you just tie your teammates up to posts and just launch them with water balloons.
Yeah, that's fun. We could tie Benny up.
Everyone has a laugh.
Yeah.
A couple bruises. And actually, it's one of the... I think it could be... you have 3 or 4 players tied up to a post, and then it's like, okay, who is underperforming or who has a lack of effort? And you get to choose who you hit. And just call them out.
Water balloon roulette.
Tough love team building.
I like that.
Nice.
Okay, so I have here a couple more quick. Will Evan Bouchard
do one more, and then we got to talk about you and what you've done with your
stuff.
Charitable stuff.
Okay. Will Evan Bouchard become a plus player this year if he actually turns up the effort knob?
Ooh, that is a good question.
He's -9, I think.
Oh wow, that is a good one because that's possible. He could have a +4 game. If they pound somebody. You know what? I'll buy. I'll say he'll creep his way into the plus by the end of the year.
I'm selling. I don't see it. I mean, this carbon copy of 2 nights ago happened last night. And I just don't know if he's getting... I don't know if it's a leadership team on the team or the new coaching staff. Maybe that he's not... I don't know. It's just his game looks so defensively inadequate that I just can't see him making that up. I mean, he
won't be -99, but if he can,
hope not.
If he can go like Incredible Hulk and just like, what happened to this guy? This guy gets angry and he's
playoff Boosh has shown he's a different Boosh, but regular season Boosh is quite frustrating.
Yeah. Okay. Quick last one. Will the Jacksonville Jaguars make the playoffs this year?
Oh,
Buying.
Okay. Let's see.
Are they first still in their division?
4-2. No, Indianapolis.
Oh, right, they're in that division. No, I'm buying. They're good. So they're currently in a wild card then.
We're in the hunt. Yeah.
They're not in one? I thought they were okay.
I don't think we have a tiebreaker.
No, they wouldn't be in the wild card right now because the Chargers and the Bills would be in the wild cards.
Oh, I'm buying.
Are you?
Well, I want David to be happy.
I know, but it's... I mean, unless the Colts completely fall apart, I don't see them getting that division. And the Chiefs are still not in a playoff position. May I add
Maybe they won't be.
I know, but you said they would be.
Before the year? Oh, yeah, of course, before the year.
So there's a lot of other teams that still could come up, and the Chiefs are one of them. It's going to be hard to do. What's their schedule look like?
We're playing Texans without Stroud. We're playing Titans. So we just got to...
Okay, so those are winnable games.
They're winnable games.
Okay. Damon, for you, I'm going to buy.
Yeah, I'll buy.
Love it.
I'll buy. They get in.
All right, 3-0. We buy.
So the Damon Bunting Charity Golf Classic happened again this year, working with the Robin Hood Association out of Sherwood Park. How did that all go? And you know, I know you always hand over a big check to the Robin Hood Association. So how did that all play out?
Another awesome year. So 8th annual. And it was it's a small group of golfers, 28 total, and we raised over 38,000.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Yeah.
Good job.
It's been great. So awesome partners, awesome sponsors. You and Maddie were on
Wannick
site.
and I were on your
that's awesome.
your basketball court that day. That got nominated for an Esty for on location of the year.
And I was out of town for that. I really missed not being there.
Yeah.
You missed your own tournament?
No, the Esties.
Well, the Esties. I was like, well, sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, what? What do you mean?
Well, yeah, I'm sure we got to get you presenting an award next year.
Well, that's a great idea.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then actually ask Tommy how karaoke went.
Oh
my
stories?
goodness.
I heard there was a quite a bit of Maker's Mark. That's a bourbon, I believe, that was consumed on Damon's patio, and some of the members of the keg may have been performing.
Yeah, the keggers are the driving force for the
after party.
karaoke. They're great. Really good singers. And then
Did Tom sing?
Oh yeah, he almost shut it down, but he kept saying, "I need to go home. I'm tired," and then he just kept getting drawn into sing. He was great, great performer. I think he needs to perform a song at next Estes.
I've said it all along. EST needs to have, and maybe that should be our Christmas party this year, is a karaoke night where each guy gets one song.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Why not?
Tom's a team player, though. I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
he's always in it.
He was great. So, anyways, awesome initiative. Robin Hood Association they do such great work and very under the radar as well. So that went into, that money goes to a great cause. So we did the video, and then you can see from the previous year what it actually went towards, right? And the sensory room and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's actually anyone who's involved. Actually, I would like to do a tour and just walk through the facilities and say, hey, this is what we actually tangibly gave, right? So, but yeah, another great year. So almost a decade, I guess. We have 2 more years to go. So
That's
it's
awesome.
so it's fun. Every year it's a great time. So yeah.
Well, you can book it. EST will be involved with that again next year. We love supporting that event, and it's a great cause. The Robin Hood Association for special needs. My cousin, I have a personal connection with him. My cousin grew up going there, is still involved with that. So just awesome work, awesome organization, the Robin Hood Foundation, and great job, Damon. That's awesome.
DamonBunting.com, Damon Bunting Real Estate on Instagram. Again, thanks for being a partner of this show and Edmonton Sports Talk. And you do such great work in the community. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, we're rolling into the final hour of the show. Tyson Barrie, former Oilers defenseman, is going to join us in about 15 or 17 minutes, so that'll be cool to catch up with him as well. Here's the 5 o'clock break.
2 guys and a goalie.
Connor McDavid will score less than 30 goals. Hired or fired?
Hire it.
Can you believe we're saying this?
He doesn't shoot, man.
He's got 3. He scored 2 in one game.
Yeah, but he can do it in bunches. I'm going to fire it because it's Connor McDavid. I'm going to fire it.
Are you doing the walk again? I love this Hernan walk.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportstalk.com today.
Summer was packed with memories.
Let me get a picture.
Your garage doesn't have to be.
Wow, look at all this space.
Store your gear with Sentinel Storage and enjoy extra space all year. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses. Because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind 360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind 360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind 360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
NHL action continues tonight with the Mammoth in Toronto to take on the Leafs. The Blues facing the Capitals, and the Blue Jackets meeting the Flames just down Highway 2. Connor Bedard returns home as the Blackhawks visit the Canucks in Vancouver, while the Sharks and Kraken close out tonight. In Pittsburgh, the Penguins announced that 3 long-term injuries. Tristan Jarry and Noel Acciari will at least miss 3 weeks. And Justin Brazeau is sidelined for a minimum of 4. The Penguins currently sit tied for 3rd place in the NHL standings. To the hardwood, the NBA season rolls on with the Timberwolves and Knicks tipping off. The Spurs taking on the Lakers. The defending champion OKC Thunder in Portland to battle the Trailblazers. And the Warriors and Kings wrapping up the action. And in the CFL, the Ottawa Redblacks have named Ryan Dinwiddie as the new head coach and general manager, signing him to a contract that runs through 2028. Final hour of the Reid WIlkins Show gets going here. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Hope you're having a great day. Oilers off day, team building day in Dallas. They're going to fly back tomorrow. They'll play the Avalanche on Saturday night. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Gaming made easy anytime, anywhere. With Play Alberta, you have a full casino experience right at your fingertips. Play from your phone, tablet, or computer whenever works for you. Download the Play Alberta app today and get started with a $50 casino bonus. Just deposit $50 with promo code EST Casino. Play smart, play local, and remember to use your game sense. If you're taking us in on YouTube, click that thumbs up button. We're about 24 away from 100, so let's get there by the end of the show. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Email Jay if you want to nominate somebody for the Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week, which we've been doing. Well, we've been doing it over 6 months now. Going strong. You have somebody special lined up for tomorrow, so that'll be fun. And almost all of this is listener generated.
Yes.
Nominates. Now you got to tell us why.
Yeah.
Give us a bit of a sales job why this person is special or deserves to have their story told. And we want to highlight as many people as we can. These are all amateur athletes, variety of ages, variety of sports. It's been incredible.
High school athletics are back on, thank God. Looks like, I know and we're going to have Jed on Friday.
Yeah.
But the city championships this Saturday. It's Harry Ainley versus
diving
Salisbury.
right in. Right.
Yeah, they're just going right head first. So anybody that you feel is doing a good job, excelling in their sport, or just a good story, email Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
If you want to text us, you're using the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant $18.99 prime rib special, available 7 days a week from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night, except on show nights, and that is available for dine-in and for takeout. It was great to have Damon Bunting joining us in studio. We've been talking a little bit of Oilers today, well, a lot of Oilers today, or off-topic. Let's revisit this for people who maybe are joining us here on the way home or getting home and putting us on. The off-topic topic for William Huff, your favorite store in which to browse, where you can just kind of get lost. We had a lot of Princess Auto came up a couple of times. That was a good one. A few music stores. I had a couple. The old A&B Sound for me when DVDs and CDs were at their prime and they seemingly had everything. And a current store would be Mission Fun and Games in St. Albert, the board game store. I could get lost in there just looking at stuff. So something along those lines. Let us know what you think. What was yours again?
An antique store and a sports memorabilia store.
Right. Wayne Sports Cards. Yeah, that would be one for me too.
Now, if there was a neon light store or like beer advertising store.
Right.
Because I collect that stuff.
Oh, do you? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the Neon Light Museum across from Rogers Place?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was by there about a month ago and I was like, I think they've added stuff, or maybe I just hadn't been there at night lately.
Well, neon's gone the way of the dinosaur.
The dodo bird.
The dodo. Now everything's LED. There is, I love neon, especially Budweiser, Coors, like that kind of stuff.
Nice.
I love it.
Ben, what's your place you could browse in? Because this was your idea. This off-topic topic.
I mean, Pro Hockey Life, especially when I was a kid, like I could walk around there and just look at sticks and skates and all that stuff. The one on the west end, right around here, just like a block down, has a good shooting range. And my buddy works there, so I would just like go over. Like this was like a year or two ago. I just go over and shoot pucks just because.
You going over there? Shooting range? I thought you meant.
Yeah.
Just
bang bang.
Just look at the bullets.
Are you going over there to check out the whip on a stick?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The blade, like the curve of it and everything, the flex, everything, like the whole deal, guys. I was big into that growing up, and then I always love just looking into a Best Buy, tech stuff. Like I got a big computer set up at home.
Yeah, I think that's what Dusty's answer would have been.
Yeah.
Well, even
he loves Best Buy.
Even when Future Shop had DVDs, CDs, plus the video games, plus the consoles.
Oh, don't forget the massage chairs.
Oh, good point.
And remember they'd have that entertainment room where it's like,
I think they still have that.
Maybe they do.
The Best, like on 109th, where the Future Shop's now the Best Buy,
and they crank it.
Yeah,
and you can watch like Transformers with the biggest, baddest sound. Sully with a great one. My wife and I, this came in on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. My wife and I love walking around IKEA.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a good point.
It's a big one.
That's cool, but you're in that. There's no escape. You can't go into IKEA and, I found it. They force you to walk that store. Now, there are shortcuts.
Yes, but still. Do you remember several years ago when people started doing... where video games got bigger, as you know this, Ben. The video game worlds got bigger.
I capitalized on it.
People would do walkthroughs. So it's like, okay, here's how you find the gem, or if you're stuck on level 14, look this up. People wrote a walkthrough for IKEA as if it was a video game. It's like, okay, you'll spawn at the point. You'll see a entry to your right and a sign for Swedish meatballs to your left. There's no point going in that direction now because you're going to be at full health. Move your joystick forward and you'll move into the sofa area. Well, watch out for it was very funny. I thought it was funny anyway.
Do you think I could live in IKEA for a weekend, like go unnoticed?
Yes, I think you could.
Yeah. Yeah, there's everything there.
I wouldn't go where you think I would go.
Yeah.
You know where I'd go?
Where'd you go?
I'd go to the warehouse. And I'd scale right to the top.
Yeah, they'd never find you. If they didn't catch you climbing up there, how are they going to find you?
Right.
Would you willingly be there for a weekend for for a certain amount of money?
Yeah, for a certain amount of money.
Because Dusty had that question, I think it was last week or week before, would you, if you had to spend a year in West Edmonton Mall, how much would it cost?
$10 million.
I
Go
do
a year in West Ed. That would be awful.
But everything's
That'd
free.
be so
Everything's
bad.
free.
I
You
don't
do
care.
anything. I
You
do
know how
for
free
free.
So I have to buy your food.
No,
I'd
He's
probably,
saying in this
I'd probably
instance-
die in West Edmonton Mall.
In
Because
this-
I get so fat eating the Chinese food.
I guess you could just
at the-
walk, but how bored would you get?
Oh,
You got the water park. You
Yeah,
got
yeah,
the
yeah, that wears
amusement
off.
park.
That's like a
you got the-
trampoline.
You got the movie theater. You got everything.
But you got to pay for that.
No. In this instance, it was everything's free. West Edmonton Mall is sponsoring your trip.
Where do
there.
I sleep?
You sleep somewhere there
In the
Sleep
hotel?
in the Fantasyland. Yes, yes.
You get the Jurassic Park
I
theme.
get that. I
right?
don't even know what theme rooms there are.
I would do it for free. I would literally do it for free.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just going to admit something. I hate West Edmonton.
Whoa.
I hate malls.
That's our trademark.
I don't like to. So what? I don't like it. I just. Bleh.
Yeah.
In, out. If I got to go there, I'm in and out.
But like, to me, it would be so cool being there like 3 a.m. to yourself and just.
That would not be cool.
It'd be so. That'd be
The
so
first
cool.
time it might be somewhat cool. It
You
wouldn't
do
be
it
cool
for like
overall.
$100.
I do it for free
For a whole year.
I might pay. I might
That's
pay to
sad.
do it.
You
That's-
would not.
I would
do
pay
it.
to do
sad.
it.
No, you would not finish then.
I would 100%.
No, you
I
wouldn't.
have everything. Everything I could want is in there.
This is not true. You're speaking fallacies.
What am I missing? What am I missing at West Edmonton Mall?
Your life.
I can invite people in.
Do you think everybody's gonna want? Oh God, we gotta go visit Ben again at the mall.
They're like, let's go to West Edmonton Mall.
This is what you'd be like after 2 weeks in the mall.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Good use.
Meow.
There you go.
That would just be
Found-
you.
found
That'd
use.
just be you sitting. I think it snowed here too.
Really?
A little bit. I kind of peeked out the window. It's hard to tell. I think there's a little bit of snow on the ground.
Dollar value for you, Reid? Like that's why I said 10 million because
it'd have to be in the millions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Like
It would have to be life changing. Yeah.
My dad and I both agree on this. It would be free. We
Your
both
dad would not do it for
Yes,
free.
yes, he would. If he's listening, this is the perfect. Like,
You'd get bored
would-
so quickly.
Who's gonna do the building? He's Nate the builder.
Yeah. No building would happen.
all home building companies ever would shut down.
Tyson Barrie in about 4 or 5 minutes. Just quickly, like Shane Bieber, great pitcher. Yeah, I guess I'll opt in on the 16 million. Like that's
Yeah, that was pretty.
That's the world of sports athlete contracts when you're in the
silver
biggest
lining
leagues. Yeah, it's
of an opt-in.
Yeah, most of us wouldn't have to consider that. Okay, you can work here for a year, and then if you decide to keep working here, we'll give you $16 million for your next contract. I might want to look around. That's good. What do you think of Dinwiddie going to Ottawa?
Yeah, that's a power
Timing's
move.
kind of weird, eh?
Well, and I don't like head coach GM combinations. I think it's too
less
much.
common than they used to be.
Yeah, I think it's too much to take on. I mean, Dinwiddie has a great track record in Toronto. The question that Maddie brought up, earlier in the boardroom was, does that mean Chad Kelly's following him to Ottawa?
Yeah,
and
good
I think
point.
the answer is yes, because he loves Chad Kelly.
We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Taco Tuesday just leveled up at the Canadian Brewhouse all day. $3.49 new tacos and quesadillas. After 4 o'clock, sip on $5.99 margaritas. $2 off Corona tankards and tequila shots starting at $5.99. Yeah, some of the Winnipeg fans are wondering if O'Shea is going to now go to the Argos. We'll see what happens there. All right, here's Benny with a sports update, and then Tyson Barrie joining us.
NHL action rolls along tonight with the Mammoth in Toronto to face the Leafs. The Blues taking on the Capitals, and the Blue Jackets meeting the Flames just down Highway 2. Connor Bedard makes his return home as the Blackhawks visit the Canucks in Vancouver, while the Sharks and Kraken cap off the evening schedule. In Pittsburgh, the Penguins announced 3 long-term injuries. Tristan Jarry and Noel Acciari will each be out a minimum of 3 weeks, while Justin Brazeau is expected to miss at least 4. The Penguins currently sit tied for 3rd place in the NHL. To the hardwood, the NBA season continues with the Timberwolves and Knicks tipping off. The Spurs facing the Lakers. The defending champion OKC Thunder visiting Portland to play the Trailblazers. And the Warriors and Kings closing out the night. And in the CFL, the Ottawa Red Blacks have named Ryan Dinwiddie as the new head coach and general manager, signing him to a deal that runs through 2028. On the other side of the break, Tyson Barrie joins us on the Reid WIlkins Show on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. Two bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
What a ride it was. The Blue Jays have made our whole country proud. Sentinel Storage is honored to stand with Canada's team every step of the way. Thank you, Blue Jays. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Oilers back at it on Saturday night. They will play the Colorado Avalanche home for 2 games, Saturday and Monday, and then that big 7-game road trip will start after that. We're going to go to the Oil Country Towing Hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. We're pleased to be joined by a guy who spent a portion of his National Hockey League career with the Edmonton Oilers. Former NHL defenseman Tyson Barrie is on the line. Tyson, you're on with Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Good, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for making time for us. I think when you were here, it was mostly over Zoom, so I don't think you and I got to do a lot of stuff in person, but thanks for hopping on with me. My co-host, Jay, though, is going to dive in with the first question here.
Well, Tyson, first off, thank you for taking the time to come on the show, and I just got to say, as far as retirement notes go, or, you know, you see the message put out on social media, yours to me just was exceptional. I'm just going to read the first paragraph for those that may not have seen it. This is from Tyson Barrie, I believe your Twitter account. Well, for those who thought I retired 2 years ago, I don't blame you, but I'm officially hanging them up. From wearing the green jacket in 2016 to leading the league in points and not recording a single Norris vote, it's been an epic run. I've made friends for life and had more laughs per minute than maybe anyone in league history. Unfortunately, that's a stat that they don't track. Finished with over 100 goals, 500 points, and was minus $1 million. Couldn't get a save. Now, you went on to do a very good job of it. You thanked your beautiful wife and your children. But, you know, I thought that was a really cool way to do that. I've never seen anything that candid for sure. But what made you come up with to present it in that way?
Well, just to be honest, it's just kind of who I am, and I've never really taken myself too seriously, or taken anybody else that seriously for that matter. So it just felt fitting to kind of wrap up the career, in an authentic way to myself, and that was one way to do it was kind of make fun of myself and make fun of some friends along the way as well. So it just felt very authentic.
Well, you've dove right in when it comes to life after hockey. Now, is it this weekend you're coming to Edmonton already? What's going on?
Yeah, I'll be in Edmonton. I think it's the 7th, so 2 days out.
And what venture is this? Because I think you got a few things on the go.
I do. This is for a little Rocky Mountain Wine and Food Festival. But I started a beer company with a bunch of good hockey pals, and we're just kind of getting our legs under us and have some beer ready in Alberta. So we're going to start to promote it and get some distribution and get it out there for the people to try.
And this is Chili Ones?
Yes, this is Chili Ones.
All right.
Like a cold, but,
what's the style of beer? What's the inspiration? Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got two right now. We've got a non-alcoholic lager, and then we have a 3% like light lager, so just a little bit less. The idea behind that was kind of, your night before the game beer, kind of your all-day drinker. You're not going to, you can have 10 of them and not wake up violently hungover. So that's kind of the start. It's a bit of a low and no, just a little bit less. So it's been a really, really fun venture, learning lots about business and life, and getting to do it with some good friends as well. So it gives me that kind of locker room feel. So it's fun.
Was this always on your radar that post playing you might do something business related, or when did the seed get planted for that?
No, you know what? It was just kind of serendipitous, and it probably started about 2 years ago, and it takes a while to build a brand and stuff. So just been going through that process, and I didn't really have any idea what I'd like to do after hockey. I'm doing a bit of the broadcasting, and this beer venture came about, and it's been a fun way. I think we've got about 18 former and current NHL players involved. So really fun way to just stay in touch with guys and kind of be a part of something. Obviously not. We're not chasing down the Stanley Cup anymore, but we're chasing down something. So it's a fun venture.
Tyson Barrie joining us on the Reid WIlkins Show. Okay, let's shift to the hockey talk. You spent almost 3 seasons with the Oilers. You put up some pretty good numbers. Both of your full seasons here. The team was in the postseason. You got some of the fan experience because you had to play some games in an empty building. But just, when you reflect on your time as an Oiler, the team kind of became a solid playoff team while you were here. What do you look back on your time in Edmonton?
Well, I loved it. It was a fantastic place to play hockey. I think, now that I've retired, I'm not, I don't miss the game a ton. At least not yet. It hasn't been long enough, I don't think, but what I do miss, and I think my best memories are, stepping on the ice in Edmonton for playoffs, and just that atmosphere and the fans and the passion and the expectation and everything that came with being an Oiler was, it was really fun and an honor to play there. And, like you said, we had some good teams, and we kind of took that, that first step and went to the conference finals while I was there. And, I think it took that winning off a bit of a pedestal for a lot of the guys and kind of brought it into reality. So, it was really fun to be a part of that team and be a small part of, kind of putting some pieces in place. But I loved my time in Edmonton and had lots of good friends and, all those, lots of teammates who are still playing there. So it'll be fun to see them all.
I think you're being a little modest when you say small part, because the one thing you were certainly a big part of was a power play that was historically good while you were here. I mean, what was it like being out there with those guys and manning the point on that unit?
No, it was a blast. I'm a power play guy through and through, and to jump on a unit with Connor and Leon and Nuge and Hyams was pretty special. We had a lot of fun, and it seemed to flow pretty smoothly. I kind of knew my role, and getting it to those guys in good spots and on the tape, and then just kind of sit back and watch the magic happen. So it was a lot of fun to be a facilitator on that one, and they certainly did a good job making me look good.
Well, you were a facilitator, I guess, but you scored a few. Like I remember a couple. You went back almost to center ice and then charged into it for a one-timer when they teed it up for you. So
yeah.
You scored a few too.
You got to be an option up there. Yeah, I did tuck a few, but pass first guy for sure.
And you were there when Leon really started, and he scored one last night. I mean, were you ever in awe of the angles? And I think you were on the team in Ottawa when he got one where I still don't know how it went in. What can you like the observations you had of that sharp angle one-timer?
Yeah, I love that shot. I enjoyed practicing it with him after practice. It was a fun one, to just even practice. It was I was a bit jealous he got to put it into actual games, and that one he scored last night was pretty ridiculous. So yeah, I mean he's such a good, such a great player, such a great shooter, and takes a lot of confidence to fire one from there. Not many guys are. That's a low percentage shot. Not many guys are taking it. So he's got a lot of confidence, and for good reason. So pretty cool, to see him do it over and over again.
I got to ask you, and I loved how you put it earlier in the interview where you said, you guys went to the conference final and it made success and winning more of a reality for a lot of guys on the team. Before the next playoff run, though, for you got traded. I know that's never easy to change teams. What was your recollection of getting moved to Nashville? Was it tough? Did you embrace it at the time? How do you look back on that moment?
Yeah, it was. It sucked, honestly. We had a good team, and you could feel that we were building something. So to get chipped out right before you're about to go on another run was definitely frustrating. And but I get it. That's it's a sport we play. I didn't have a no move or anything, so they felt they needed a different piece. And they had Bush coming up on the right side, who could obviously clearly run a power play. So it made sense for them. And back-to-back cup finals, and so he can't fault him for it. But it was frustrating. It was a move that I didn't want to happen. I would have loved to have stayed in Edmonton and seen it through there, but that's unfortunately not the sport we play. So yeah.
You mentioned Evan Bouchard. Boy, oh boy, Tyson. He's good content for talk radio some nights. I mean, look, you've seen the highlights and also some of the tough moments, and you were a guy who put up a lot of points yourself. What do you see from Bush? Is this just life with a guy who plays his style? What would your message be to Oilers fans who sometimes might get frustrated by his play?
Yeah, no, and then rightfully so. You see the Butcher make the same mistake a few times, but I think he's a guy who's got a huge ceiling, and obviously you've seen he's had some pretty epic playoff runs, and he's capable of playing really good defense. I don't think the offense part's the thing that people are getting frustrated with, and I think it's just a matter of him getting that confidence and getting into that headspace of getting to where he knows he can get. So I think he'll get into a good rhythm and hopefully find his defensive game. And it's just those turnovers and those mistakes. But at the same time, he obviously he's one of the better guys I've seen it. Making that slip pass coming out of the D zone and making stretch plays. And I think it's just the consistency he's going to have to find, and I'm sure he will. And especially as you get deeper into the season and the games become more meaningful, I think he'll be able to turn it on.
Yeah. What's your, because, we're talking about this team a lot. Like, they got some wins. They got a lot of moments where it's like, who are they? Are they still figuring it out? You've been through this. I mean, 82 games is a lot. You can't play every game like it's game 7 of a series. Is there sort of a build to a season, like, or do teams, even a team that's been deep in the playoffs like the Oilers, is there you still have to find the identity of next year's team when you start over again? Do you know what I mean?
Totally. But there is, you can pretend there isn't all you want, but there's definitely a build, and you want to peak at the right time. I think you don't want to stumble too far, out of the starting blocks, because you can put yourself out of it early, but I don't see them being that team. I think they're gonna find a way to be a playoff team, and then like they've shown the last few years, once they're in there, it's they're right there. So and they've played a lot of hockey the last few years. So their off seasons are short. Guys are getting married. You're traveling everywhere. It takes a lot out of you. So we'll see. I think they're going to be all right. And I'd be lying if I said I've watched as much as you guys have. I'm obviously following the Canucks pretty closely over here, so don't have as much time. But I wouldn't worry yet.
All right. I want to close with a lighter one, or maybe get a story. And thanks for being so generous with your time. This is great to catch up with you. I know, like you said at the start of the interview, you don't take yourself too seriously. You like to enjoy things. Again, you and I didn't get to interact a lot personally, but I heard you had a pretty good sense of humor. But excluding yourself, who's the funniest teammate you ever had?
Oh, I could give you maybe like a top three. I think Tyler Ennis probably takes the number one spot. And then I mean, Leon's pretty funny too. You guys probably don't get to see it a lot, but I really appreciate his sense of humor. Calvin Pickard's another good one you guys got too. So those are, you have dinner with those three guys, you're having a couple chuckles, that's for sure.
You know, I've heard that
Justin
about
Hall,
Leon. And
Toronto,
Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying Justin Hall, I played with in Toronto, was pretty good too. He was always good for a laugh.
Well, I was going to say I've heard that about Leon, but you're right. He doesn't show that in scrums a lot. We got to work to get a smile out of him, which is okay.
Oh, he's not giving you guys much by design, I think so.
Yeah, I figured that out, Tyson. I'm okay with it. That's all right. All right.
Yeah. Just stop asking him dumb questions.
Well, that's part of that. He does make me work to think of good questions, and if you give him a good one, he will give you a good answer. That is true. Okay.
Yeah, you give him a bad one, he'll give it to you. So, well, thanks for having me on, guys.
Chiliones.com. Have a great time in Edmonton this weekend, Tyson. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you.
Tyson Barrie checking in, former NHL defenseman, recently retired, 822 games in the NHL, 508 points, 110 goals. As he said off the top there, I don't take myself too seriously. I think you got a pretty positive, upbeat guy in that interview for sure. And he's gone on to do some stuff making beer. Chiliones.com if you want to check that out. He's coming to town for the what is it called? The Rocky Mountain
Beer and Wine Festival, I believe. Yeah.
So cool to catch up with Tyson. Hadn't talked to him since he retired.
No, that was great. I just love the reminiscing, right? And the stories from, okay, you were on a, what was becoming a unit in the NHL, and then you get shipped out. And then, that sucks. Just as you're on the rise and things are coming together here in Edmonton, they move on out. So, very, very good interview.
Yeah.
Thanks for setting that up.
And good observations about Bush. I mean, he didn't try to sugarcoat, but it's a lot of the players say that too, right? They see the high end as well, but he knows that there's been some struggles early here in the season. Okay, you can get in touch. Give us a text, 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week. That is from 2 to 5 p.m. We got our words of the day coming up and some other thoughts here about the Edmonton Oilers as we take you to 6 o'clock. Here's Benny.
NHL action rolls on tonight with the Mammoth in Toronto to face the Leafs. The Blues taking on the Capitals, and the Blue Jackets meeting the Flames just down Highway 2. Connor Bedard makes his return as the Blackhawks visit the Canucks in Vancouver, while the Sharks and Kraken cap off the evening schedule. In Pittsburgh, the Penguins announced 3 long-term injuries. Tristan Jarry and Noel Acciari will each be out a minimum of 3 weeks, while Justin Brazeau is expected to miss at least 4. Penguins currently sit tied for 3rd place in the NHL. To the hardwood, the NBA season continues with the Timberwolves and Knicks tipping off. The Spurs facing the Lakers, the defending champion OKC Thunder visiting Portland to play the Trailblazers, and the Warriors and Kings closing out the night. And in the CFL, the Ottawa Red Blacks have named Ryan Dinwiddie as their new head coach and general manager, signing him to a deal that runs through 2028. Final segment of the Reid WIlkins Show coming right up. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching the button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, thank you, Ben. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, 20 minutes before 6. I guess we are getting some snow around it. I don't know if we have a lot here. Might have been a lot. We looked outside. We didn't see any out the side. I thought I saw some out the front here.
I wonder what the over-under on Jay Milne getting home tonight is going to be in terms of minutes. I'd put
There's a bit of snow in the parking lot here.
I'd put it. It's usually I can pin her home in about 35 minutes.
Okay.
I'm going over 45. Over under at 45.
Under.
I'm taking.
I think you'll still really okay. Well, I hope it's not too bad. But
I just
know
looked
you'll
at
be safe.
A map of the Henday.
Oh, is it slow on the?
It
Henday?
always gets slow around that St. Albert turnoff and up there towards Campbell Road. Is it?
Yeah, I think that's. So you go around the north side of the Henday?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Well, I guess because you kind of got to go halfway around.
Well, I go north side and then hook up with the Yellowhead. But right now, if I was to cut through the heart of the Yellowhead, that's just a risky proposition.
Oh,
right.
I mean, I got through there last night, but there was an accident on the other side, not a major one, but then it goes down to one lane.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're there for an hour.
Yeah. Chris Knobloch on some of the bright spots in last night's game.
Well, obviously, the power play has been a bright spot, not only tonight, but all season. Stuart Skinner, he played a good game for us. Was able to keep them off from scoring for quite some time. I liked his game. And, Regula coming back after not playing for quite some time. I thought he had a good game. So, I think Leon and Connor were two of our better players, as expected. But we just need to get more out of their game.
Yeah, the power play is awesome this year. I don't think there's much. Is that an overstatement to call it awesome? I don't think so.
No, it's
first in the league's pretty damn awesome.
Yeah. What is it at now? It's still like 36%. Is it that high?
35, 36, something like that.
We'll double check. He did give Skinner some praise. I mean, it's 35. I guess you wish he would have got over there on that third goal. Roslovic has been good. Better than I thought it, because I was kind of like, okay, what's he really going to do? He's been pretty good. Like, he's making plays. Like the one-handed, I didn't think we'd see kind of a power move like that from him when he got it across the putt Colson. So good for him for doing that. Good awareness to get it to Draisaitl for the other goal. Regula was back, younger. Well, he's not that young, but a guy with not a ton of NHL experience, been coming back from injury, now coming back from injury again. So it's good to have him back. Leon and Connor, he praised. Were they great? I guess Draisaitl, I mean, they scored, so that's important.
Yeah. They generally do play great.
Is McDavid, here's the question about McDavid, though, and the expectations are high for him. So maybe this is a little unfair. Is McDavid driving the play as much as he usually does? Well, if I'm asking that, my answer is no. Now I have huge expectations for him.
I don't think he's driving the play with certainty, with complete trust in himself. I don't think he's there yet. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen McDavid get pickpocketed in overtime in 3-on-3. You know, like that, where he's driving the puck, he's trying to, take it around behind the net, create offense. That doesn't happen that often. So I think there's something to what you say, yes.
Did you see what Dallas did at the start of overtime? Two defensemen.
Yeah.
Brownie always used to say that. Start two. It's happened before. It doesn't happen often. And then Dallas also went. They let the Oilers go first in the shootout. The home team can pick. Usually the home team shoots first. They decided not to. A buddy of mine looked at this a few years ago and said statistically it was almost the same. It was within 0.1%, the winning percentage for shooting first or second.
I would do that. I would opt for the other team to shoot first if I had a choice. A, put the pressure on them, and B, you know what you're up against.
Yeah.
I would always opt that.
See, I guess the other thinking is if you shoot first, you're probably going to have all your shooters shooting. And then maybe the third guy has a chance to win the game. Because I remember when it started, some coach put his best guy third, and it was over after 2 rounds. So, yeah, I don't know. If you score, it shouldn't make a huge difference, I guess, one way or the other. But
this coming in, guys, I just drove from Sturgeon County to Rogers Place for the Oil Kings game, and I didn't see a single flake of snow that comes in. Great show as always, Seal.
So this sounds like most of it's south of the city?
It's coming from the south.
Coming from the south, sorry.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, Seal. Keep getting kissed by that rose.
Keep kissing that rose, or getting kissed by a rose, or whatever it is.
Kiss from a rose?
Is that what it is? Kiss from a rose?
Yeah.
From Batman Forever, I believe.
How does a rose, that doesn't even make sense. How do you get a kiss from a rose?
It's a damn good
you do.
Is that like
you got to pick off the thorns?
You just stuff it in your face? Is that what it is?
Stuff it in your face.
Right.
And say you got kissed by it.
You remember Robert the Red Horse, I think it was? That was a kid's book. He was allergic to flowers, to roses.
Oh, really?
I believe it was Robert the Red Horse.
I do not remember that book.
Yeah,
I remember the red.
He was a police horse, and he was allergic to red roses.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's sad.
You're missing out. I thought you said you read.
Yeah, not that one. Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. Pizza Sunday is back. Or which one am I reading here? This one. I got the wrong sheet. We are Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery. All in one place with easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. Now, is your play of the day closed? Has one of the games started?
It would be closed,
so
yes.
You can't bet on it anymore. So what are you hoping happens for your play of the day?
I am hoping that Toronto...
You got a Leafs victory.
Toronto wins, but they're down 1-0 right now to Utah, to the Mammoth. Hoping for Vancouver to win. And then Seattle Kraken
to beat San Jose.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if Jasmine played this. She's a big Vancouver fan, you know.
Is she really?
Yeah.
She loves the Canucks.
This is a good one. Supersized Indiana Jones says, never seen a dog in a cape. And Ace 96 chimed back, but you've seen a hot dog stand.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
Who came up with a dog with a cape? When did that arrive? I watched Superman for years on television. I never saw a dog with a cape.
He is one of the characters. Crypto.
What are you watching tonight, Reid?
So I watched TBD. Maybe we'll finish Only Murders in the Building.
Oh.
Might do that. On the weekend, I had to watch it in 2 sessions. I watched Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, which is like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that.
Too long.
Yeah. The action scenes are good. I admire what Cruise has done. I admire how he does his own stunts. The final sort of confrontation is he and the villain in biplanes. So it's a very technological series, but these last 2 movies are about an AI trying to take over the world, and there's a lot of technology and countdown clocks and computer hacking. So I like that they went with the biplanes, but they weren't shooting at each other. They were, trying to outmaneuver each other. And of course, Cruz has to crawl from his plane to the villain's plane, and they're upside down and hanging around. But it was just sort of tiresome after a while. And even for science fiction / action, you really have to suspend your disbelief. Like, the plot is virtually like it's like, seriously. How do you know that's the exact countdown for what you think is going to happen? Right. But they move it along so fast. I guess they don't want you to pay attention, but it was just okay.
If there's a biplane in a movie, somebody's got to be on it outside.
Yeah, crawling around on it for sure.
That's what biplanes were made for.
Yeah, they started actually as a carnival ride, not as a weapon of war. All right, we got words of the day. That's weird. We got words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library. Check out their Cooking for a Cause program. This is a great team-building activity for groups who would like to learn how to create elevated dishes or set up a fun cooking challenge with your group. Fully customized. You pick what food to cook, what to drink, and what your atmosphere will be. Go to epl.ca and look up Cooking for a Cause to get more information, or to book your party, or just Google Edmonton Public Library Cooking for a Cause.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
I think you're going to do good.
All right. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube, by the way. Let's push for 100 here.
So I told you earlier, had a workout this morning, and the fellow that helps train us, he suggested this word.
Sorry, who is this?
Our trainer.
Oh, sorry, your trainer. Yeah.
Yeah.
You and I do not have a trainer.
We do not work out together. Although
wait, your trainer knows we do word of the day?
Well, you suggested a word.
Incredible. Okay.
Unless he's just a word guy, a wordsmith, or a wordsmith. But I don't know. I said, well, this is going to be easy, but I told him I'd do it. So,
okay.
First word of the day, excuse me, juggernaut. Juggernaut.
That's actually his word of the day.
That is his word of the day.
Juggernaut. And this would be something that is very powerful, on the verge of being unstoppable. As in the 1972 Dolphins were a juggernaut, going undefeated on the way to a Super Bowl championship.
Boom. Knock that one out.
Juggernaut.
Also. You know what? I'm going to give you bonus points for the way you used it in the sentence. I'm going to give you... Tyson Barrie was 22, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2.22 out of 2. You scored over 100%.
Juggernaut. Also, from the Marvel Comics universe, Kane Marco, I believe the half-brother or step-brother of Charles Xavier, who wears a helmet powered by, I believe, the Jewel of Cytorak or something like that. That gives him powers, and he can charge around and not get beat up.
Okay, I'm not giving you bonus points for that, okay? Second word of the day, serendipitous.
We've had this before.
Well, okay, so this is how this came about. Serendipitous. Uncle Jesse said, because Tyson Barrie used it.
Serendipitous. And this is sort of like a happy coincidence, or a happy appropriate timing occurrence.
Okay. Fine. Do you want to accept that word, or because you said we use it? I just used it because Tyson Barrie used it. I thought Tyson Barrie's cool.
Yeah, I want another one.
So you want another one?
Yeah, we got time. But I was perfect.
Okay, there it is. Second word of the day, calc. Calc.
Well, you always tell me to go with the... Well...
I would say in this instance, I would go with your second feeling.
CALQUE.
Wow. Reid, you might set a record
deduct
here.
my .222 because
No, I can't. That wasn't your fault.
CALQUE. Calc. I don't know. Makes me think of... I don't know what it makes me think of. Calculus, but it's not that. I'll take a sentence. if there is one. Does a sentence exist with this word?
There has never been a word. There's never been a sentence.
Oh,
in all my books I have bound, I have never seen the word calc in a sentence.
Hang on.
But lo, look at it being used.
Just give me a second. I got to
As
go
a
to
word
my
of the
backup
day
here.
on the Reid WIlkins Show with my friend, Jay Milne, my friend and sales representative, Jay Milne. Oh, how I adore him as he gives Reid the words of the day for Edmonton Public Library. I so badly myself wanted to present this segment, but alas, my advertising funds run shallow.
Okay. Sorry, bookbinder. Okay, this is the sentence. Those phrases translated from Spanish are known as calcs.
These are words from foreign languages that become part of another language. Like je ne sais quoi. In English, people will use that. No? Okay, I don't know.
It's translation.
Oh, it's just translation.
Yeah. So you ended up getting to carry the point 2-2. 5.22 out of 6.
Not bad.
Not bad. That's a new record for points.
Fun show, everybody. Thanks for checking us out. Tomorrow on the Reid WIlkins Show with Jay Milne on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta, Luke Gazdick will join us, and we'll have our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. On behalf of Ben Thompson and Jay Milne, I'm Reid. Take care.